welcome back to the Film Buds podcast. This is episode number 29, and my name is Henry.
Braden.
And Chloe.
And today we're joined by a special guest, which is Kyra, our friend Kyra.
Hello.
Been on the show before, second appearance. So, thanks for coming, Kyra.
Thanks for letting me come.
Oh, yeah.
It's an exclusive club.
Yeah. I feel honored, thank you.
Of course. Thank you. And
Thank you for another half hour.
this is a great start. Gotta have Gemma on at some point. Shh, come on.
Nah.
Okay.
No? Alright.
I support you, Gemma.
I hope she doesn't listen to this because otherwise she's going to be very... My own sister doesn't want me on the show.
No, she's gonna say, makes sense. Makes sense. No. You've seen us together.
We'd
just be cuddling the whole time. So that's not very exciting.
Gotcha.
Or if we disagree, she'll say, oh no, she'll make lots of little comments about me. She's probably gonna listen to this now.
Yeah, maybe.
Just edit it out. I'll pull a Braden, take it out.
I'll edit all that out. So, I should say what we're reviewing and talking about. So we're talking
about Gemma.
Downsizing, the film, and then counting down. Sorry, that's my dog scratching at the door. We're gonna be doing our top 10 best films of the year, as well as other lists if we got it. So, then no real news, but then we got some listener questions.
Yes,
and all that stuff. So, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I haven't really been paying attention to what's been going on in the film industry.
It hasn't been much
through the holidays. So.
Yeah.
Have you heard about that book, the Trump book?
Yeah, that's the big news.
You haven't heard about that, Braden?
No.
The one about the guy, what's his name? Wolf?
Yeah, my mom was in a bunch of plays with him in high school.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, another celebrity that your family knows.
What's his name? Tom? Tom Wolf? I don't remember.
Tom Wolf was the guy... Oh, geez, I always get the two of them confused. One of them, he either wrote Electric Acid Kool-Aid Test or Bonfire of the Vanities.
Perfect.
But...
I went to look up his name, so I typed in Tom, and the Siri knowledge, it suggests Voldemort's birthday, because his name is Tom Riddle, and it knows me.
Oh, that's kind of creepy.
It's hilarious.
I mean, I was typing in Tom to look up Tom Wolf, and
what
it came up with, it wanted to put in Tom Cruise.
See,
and then I put in Tom Wolf,
Classic.
and it turns out Tom Wolf actually wrote both the Electric Acid Kool-Aid Test and Bonfire of the Vanities, so yay me.
Figure.
Sound like London Tipton.
Okay.
But what is this book, this Trump book?
Oh, he wrote a really, 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 nice article about Trump for Vanity Fair, like a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I suppose like a year and a half
This
ago.
will be the same Tom Wolf, because he actually is a writer for Vanity Fair then.
It's exposing the Trump White
Let
House.
me tell the story.
You shush!
He wrote a very complimentary story on Trump for Vanity Fair.
Really?
And so then through that, apparently he's done this before. He did it with Rupert Murdoch. But he was like, so now let me just do a longer story on you, because I love you.
Right.
And then so he was with them for a year, and he has like hundreds of interviews, and then it just like tears him apart. And it's a huge deal. And they did like a cease and desist, and it made him, he was like, joke's on you, I'm going to release the book 4 days earlier. Like, pretty funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I may go read
And
that.
he played Puck in high school they were played together. Several apparently, but that's the good one, Puck.
Puck.
You know you're cool if you play Puck.
From Shakespeare's
Midsummer Night's Dream.
Yeah.
I wasn't cool, so I didn't.
I wasn't tall enough.
I wasn't a theater kid.
I
knew the theater kids, but I wasn't one myself, so...
Braden, before we get started, we should...
Were you a lighting guy? Sorry, go ahead. I could just do that.
Phone ringing. Your gift, the moment the entire listenership has been waiting for.
It actually came?
Very
Yes.
excited.
I don't know if it'll beat the BB-8 oven mitts that Will got, but...
Oh, let's wait.
Let's wait.
Just talk amongst yourselves. Okay.
I'll tell Braden, you know what Kyra and I did the other day?
Do tell.
Wait, does Henry listen to these back?
I don't know.
Yeah.
He probably will.
Anyway, so we just went for a what's that word? Random.
We went thrifting.
Yeah, whatever. We went
Thrifting?
thrifting and we bought Henry a bunch of new clothes.
This is not wrapped.
Cause
All right.
yeah.
I don't stand on the pretense of rapping, so.
On wonderful Amazon, I found a glorious reproduced.
Don't say anything else. Just let him see it.
Oh my god.
Yes. It is the Blade Runner script
It is the Blade Runner script with
It's-
SIGs.
with reproduced autographs.
Signatures. Oh my god, that's awesome. Sean Young and Rucker Hauer and the whole
Yep.
Ear to ear over there.
and the whole gang. That's awesome.
The whole game. An even more exclusive club.
So-
Oh, there's a picture on the front?
This is a surprisingly light script for such a weighty film.
Yeah. Well, I guess
I don't
it's
know.
I guess it's double-sided, so I think it's
Sorry.
seems less.
And it's got the whole monologue, one of the best monologues ever. I've
You wanna
seen
read it?
things. Seen things you little people wouldn't believe. Oh, it's so awesome. Okay. Grinning.
A little visual tease there. Be careful not to spill that.
Your
I'm not
coffee.
gonna spill my coffee on the Blade Runner. I don't know where I've got
Here.
limited
Oh.
real estate.
I'll put it over here for you.
Thank you.
Boy, Giddy Braden is just... You should have put your signature on there, Henry. See if you
Oh, yeah.
notice.
But yes, Braden. So
There
just
you go.
whether it be a Christmas gift or just an appreciation gift for
friendship.
the podcast. So
Oh, well, thank you.
you're welcome. But all right.
I was telling that we took you shopping, and it was very fun.
Oh gosh, that was a thrill.
They're cute. We did such a
You
good job.
did.
Oh, ooh, I have another story. I told you I was saving
Let's-
it for
yeah.
the podcast.
All right, let's drag it out. Yeah.
Braden's gonna hate that I'm telling this again.
Okay.
So, Kyra's done too.
I'll edit this out.
How dare you?
Okay.
Okay, so basically, I was just stopping by because I need to charge my phone and to Chelsea because that's what I do, right? So chit chatting, and Marco had to go for an hour to walk his to walk some dogs. He was dog sitting,
Right.
and I said, "Oh, I can." And he was like, "Oh, feel bad because I have to go." So I was like, "Oh, I'll come. I can just stand there." Because it was between movies, so all I'd have to do was like do popcorn refills with like and take a quarter, right? Like I know stuff.
It's just a quarter.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah. refills recorded.
And then that time, I'm having a Theresa May moment.
She's coughing.
I'm really sorry.
I'll cut that out.
I feel like Jacob #1.
Yeah.
Whatever. A news crew came and I'm in the background and it's funny and that's the whole story.
Wow. Celebrity amongst us.
See, Henry hadn't heard it, so he likes it.
I'm surprised you haven't heard it. Everyone at Cup of Joe's heard it.
Not for
I
me.
mean, the one time, I'm just pissed. I would have told them to piss off. I would have told them to pack it up and get in their damn van and bugger off.
That's nice.
Seriously,
Yeah.
I would have sat on the damn front porch with my shotgun in a rocking chair. I mean, the only time they come around and give a damn about the theater is when there's like a threat, a rumor of it potentially closing, and then they run around.
We'll
It's
just
like
do it every week like those furniture
vultures.
stores.
They're fucking carrion feeders. I mean, screw them and their shitty cable news access shit.
You said it.
Way to rain on my
Anyhow.
parade there.
I'm sorry, but
my
that's-
dad
that's-
took a video of the whole thing, and he just slowly zooms in. We were listening to, he like made us watch the video of me on the thing in public, and I was like, "Can you please turn the volume down? Like it's inappropriate." It's like, "No, just wait." So it's the whole thing, and then it slowly just zooms in, and he just goes, "There's Chloe."
Huh.
I thought you'd like that.
I did like it. Thank you. Okay.
It's funny.
Kira's looking.
It's because they've heard it. The first
Okay.
time you hear it, it's entertaining. I don't work there.
I'm glad I heard it.
Yeah. Plus, the whole issue of misrepresentation of the theater, because we have somebody who's not in place sitting in the background.
Ta-da! You're welcome.
Yeah.
Although you almost did work, Russ, but you had
Yeah, Braden.
scheduling conflicts. And now,
Here I am.
now Kiri's here, so that's
Yeah,
good.
you're welcome. Yeah, we said if Mr. Stone asked questions, we would just say it was Kyra. Just short, dark hair. I feel like it'd work.
A little local gossip for you, for the listeners.
Yeah.
I'm done now. Keep going.
Okay. So
Downsizing stars Matt Damon.
I gotta say, take a listen to a clip.
Yeah, getting ahead of things here, Chloe.
Was there anything else?
No.
Okay, sometimes there is. Should get into our review of Alexander Payne's Downsizing and
Oh, I don't know what you say.
take a listen to a clip.
That's not it.
If you liquidate your current home, cars, and other assets and purchase the Regency level estate, remember that's a 12,000 square foot equivalent home on the 1.5 acre equivalent lot. Right? So, taking a look at your current debt, your retirement, and your other savings, you are at $152,000 in equity. People, that is a very comfortable number.
Comfortable? That doesn't sound like nearly enough.
Yeah.
Well, no. See, you have to look at this column, Audrey, equivalent value. In Leisureland, your $152,000 translates to $12.5 million to live on for life. I mean, come on.
Wow.
So, what do you think? Would the Regency level be your first choice, or should I show you something a little more deluxe?
Honey, why don't you just go ahead and pick? I just want you to be happy.
That's a good husband. Take a look at this.
So, let's see here. Downsizing is directed by Alexander Payne, stars Matt Damon, Christopher Waltz, Hong Chow, Kristen.
Christoph. It's not Christopher.
Did I say Christopher?
Yeah.
I think I said
You
Christoph.
said, no, I don't know.
Christoph Waltz, Hong Chow, Kristen Wiig. Jason Sudeikis. That's about it. And so the IMDb plot synopsis is a social satire in which a man realizes he would have a better life if he were to shrink himself to 5 inches tall, allowing him to live in wealth and splendor. So, I guess, Kyra, you're our guest. Would you like to kick us off here?
That didn't go so well last time. So Chloe,
What?
do you wanna kick it off? I always do better if I piggyback off of what other people say.
Wow.
Little
So,
factoid. Kyra.
Henry saw it with Kyra, my sister, and myself, so you know that we're very passionate about this movie. In a
Correct.
good way. Loved it. I know I say this a lot, but I laughed and I cried. I cried, right?
You did.
Did I?
Yeah.
No, I don't know if I did.
I
actually.
also thought that Henry cried, but I guess he was just asleep and he woke up and he was rubbing his eyes
Right.
just at the right moment. That's what we'll say.
Yeah. No, I loved it. I thought it was sweet and inventive. And I'm usually not an Alexander Payne person. I didn't like. I really liked the story. Did not love all the direction. As you know, I really hated Crossfade. There was almost had a little.
There was 10 in a row. Yeah.
Gosh darn! It really. I was like, I love this movie, and then those came. I said, oh no, you're off the top 10 list.
Wah, wah.
But no, I loved it. I thought it was sweet and purposeful, and it had a lot of messages without hitting you in the head super hard, which I like. The love story was pretty cute, a little weird, but it was good. I really liked it, and I liked all the details. I liked everything you hated about it, basically.
Cool. Kyra, you want to piggyback?
Yeah. Well, I really like Alexander Payne. He's like top 5 favorite directors.
What's your favorite?
Ugh.
Director?
No.
No.
No,
Collection?
of his,
Payne.
of his-
Of his movies, probably The Descendants. Yeah, that's really good.
Nice.
And yeah, I mean, I like all of it. I don't think I've seen a movie that I haven't liked that he's done. Downsizing was a little different than things that he's done, but the things that he did in it, like within it, like how he edited it.
Yeah,
was
some weird
de-
crap.
yeah,
It was
it's
very Alexander
definitely
Payne.
Alexander
It's
Payne.
Payne-ish.
Yeah, there were
Yeah.
some moments that was painful, some might say.
Painful. Ah.
Yeah, like the part where he's like dancing and it's like,
Yeah,
has
I was
the
like,
crazy
oh,
lights. That's
God.
definitely Alexander Payne. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't have a lot of the normal people that he uses in his movies, which actually, that's the thing that I like, is that he doesn't usually use the same, like, main people.
Yeah,
As
like
some other
every other
actor?
freaking director.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the
Right,
Coen
I know.
brothers, how they use the same exact people in all their movies.
David O. Russell
Yeah, Yep.
plays.
exactly. So I liked that. I liked the love story.
Do you want to die? Reese Witherspoon was supposed to be Kristen Wiig, and I'm
That makes no
Done.
sense. That makes no
I'm
sense.
really
much
upset.
better.
Because
we love
she
Reese
was-
Witherspoon.
We
She was
love
barely in
Reese.
the film. And why is Jason Sudeikis even on the credits?
Yeah.
Is
I
my
don't know.
question.
Yeah, I don't
He
know.
annoys. Just to really spit in my face. I hate him.
I don't. I'm indifferent to him.
Yeah, he's
but
kinda hit
he's
and miss.
barely in the film.
Yeah, I didn't like how they already told you like one of like the plot
That's
twists
huge.
in the trailer.
Yeah, if you haven't seen
We
it,
went over this.
And
Don't watch the trailer.
Yeah, don't watch it if you're
For the
planning on it.
first 20
Yeah.
times I saw the trailer, it was fine, and then they switched it and gave away the whole movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
the new trailer. What was it because I didn't see that trailer. What was it they alluded to with that trailer?
Spoiler.
The first one?
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't mean the second one?
What happens with Kristen Wiig?
Okay.
Yeah, they put it in the
that's all you
trailer.
needed
It was
to,
stupid.
that ruins a pretty
She
significant
gets
portion
eaten
of the
by a
film.
giant turtle.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
A snapper
And
gets
then-
into the little people colony and eats.
Kylo Ren snaps her in
You
two.
think it's a sort of cute sci-fi thing, but no, it's a monster movie.
Exactly.
I mean,
I would have liked to see that. It'd been cool.
Ugh, anytime Reese Witherspoon can be in a movie and she's not, I'm upset.
Yeah.
And originally, though, this is made me be like, yeah, you're Alexander Payne. He wanted Paul Giamatti to play Matt Damon's part.
he is obsessed with Paul Giamatti.
Yuck,
he
yuck,
can
yuck,
have
yuck.
him
Well-
in every movie.
Why not? I mean, Paul Giamatti's awesome.
I hate Paul Giamatti.
What?
He would have been good.
Hate him. No, he's too. He's over
awesome.
the
I
hill.
love Paul
Sorry.
Giamatti.
Yeah.
It's
I don't
supposed to be a
think he'd be
midlife
right.
crisis. He's too old.
Yeah.
Maybe like Christoph Waltz's part, maybe wouldn't do it as well.
If
obviously,
Christoph Waltz was the main
because
character, I would have loved the movie even more.
she
Christoph
loves
Waltz
him.
was my favorite part. Yeah.
Anyway, what did you two think?
Uh,
Not enough Reese.
Go for it, Henry.
He freaking
I
hated it.
pretty
Fell
much.
asleep.
He was asleep the whole time.
I pretty much hated it. I thought it
Really?
was very kind of just unnecessarily goofy,
Mhm.
and
What
I
is
thought it was-
unnecessarily goofy? All
It-
goof
it-
is unnecessary until you realize
takes
that it makes you happy.
it takes this high concept idea and does nothing with it.
That's
at
why
all.
it's nice. It's not like,
No,
look
it's
what we
been-
thought of. We're so smart.
No, see, I would think the opposite. It's like, why not? If we're taking this high concept, do more with it. I don't need to see just a. And it goes off in such a bland direction. Like the first like 30 minutes, I was like, okay, this is like kind of cool technologies and stuff, and then it goes into the most like uninspired story of people helping each other.
Well, see, that's the thing that sort of bothered
that should
me
be an
is
oxymoron, by
is
the
like
way.
go
I
to
have to
this-
say, the relationship between Young Nok Lam or whatever her name is.
That's
I
better
didn't
than
quite-
any.
Hong Chow.
Well, the actress's name was Hong Chow,
Oh,
but the
oh,
character's name
character.
was like Young Nok Lam or something like. She was Vietnamese.
Yeah.
I thought the love story there was actually quite beautiful because it sort of unfolded and it took its time. It seemed very organic, and I really liked that. But honestly, I think it would have been a much better film had Alexander Payne stuck with the whole tension between the little people and the normal sized people.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a lot of, there was
way.
a lot of really interesting stuff that you could plumb the depths with there in terms of, what are the rights of the little people considering they don't really contribute much to the economy and blah, blah, blah,
You
this
guys
and
are
that and the
weird.
other thing.
Yeah, and it was just like a complete mishmash of ideas, and it does nothing.
It was not.
Yeah, it
And
was.
it's, I mean, that was the other thing is that was interesting in terms of the economic disparities and, everybody who gets shrunk down is supposed to live like a king. And then it turns out that there's like little people
Hey,
ghettos.
hey. Don't say that.
But
Spoiler warning.
oh no, spoiler! But there's a lot of things there that could be interesting that he could look at, but and I'm
Those are
sorry to interrupt you, Henry. I know, but I mean this
No, it's
is
fine.
driving me bonkers. Because I watched the film and he touches on a lot of really interesting things like environmental and
Yeah.
climate change concerns and economic disparities, economic inequalities, and all these kinds of things. But it's so scattershot. It's kind of like all over the place. And when I was watching it, the impression I got was he had this script. Somebody else wrote the script about shrinking little people down to little tiny
Honey, I
size,
Shrunk the Kids.
kind of something like that, right?
Perhaps
Somebody-
the Peter Scolari television show is my
So
preference. But
it's kind of like, in a sense, it's like Suburbicon.
Yeah.
Because you had the Coen brothers who write this great script about, dark humor.
are you joking me?
No, serious. And so
Not
it's
even
like
that
Alexander Payne took this script that somebody else had written about, shrinking people so they have less environmental impact. And then he decided to graft on a bunch of ideas about, well, let's talk about disparities and economic inequalities, and then we look at the climate change and the environmental degradation and all these other things, and then we'll throw out a love story.
Yeah.
No.
And I mean, it just seemed
the-
like it was kind of
like,
all over the place.
To me, like kind of piggybacking off you. So I mean, this film
Piggybacking.
like I do like. I'll say I like Alexander Payne a lot. Like I really liked
I
Sideways.
love Nebraska and Sideways.
Yeah,
they're
so
some
same-
of my
yes.
favorite films.
And But this felt in term not really just his like direction. Like I'm not criticizing him really, but just overall film. It felt like a mainstream comedy director, like someone who's been directing like kind of summer blockbuster comedies, is given this high concept script to kind of break into the art world.
You guys are so ridiculous.
And he has no idea how to handle it. Like
well, see, that's the thing is I would say, but I mean, Alexander Payne has shown himself to be an auteur director.
Yeah, exactly. But it felt
and
like
he can
in this
do
film,
this, but it seems like somebody had an idea for like
don't-
a Hollywood blockbuster film and then gave it to an auteur director and said, "Do this," and the
I
auteur
just don't
director.
understand what you wanted, though.
something more inspired.
It
Well,
was
there were-
inspired. You
there
guys
were-
just don't like movies about people just being good people.
No,
they
but
incorporate
do
all
it-
these other things.
I don't need to see a middle-aged white guy in khakis giving food to an old guy that we don't know. That does nothing. That's just, it's nice. It has good intentions, but it's so, that's like,
We
that's
got
all.
to know him. Thank you very
In,
much.
like, 2
and it wasn't
scenes.
about him. It was about her. By the way.
I know, I'm aware of that, and I did like the actress.
Oh, she was great.
Yeah.
She was outstanding.
But
Hong
just in
Kong
terms
Chow.
of where the story goes, where Chloe's having a moment. Just where the story goes is like they go to this hippie place, and it's just like.
Will you
what?
stop?
That's
the
not
Norway colony.
It's just like it was just so kind of goofy.
Yeah.
And not in an interesting way.
Yeah.
I don't understand what you want.
Something
you would
more,
say to me,
and also,
I want a sandwich with just some cheese, please. I'd say, okay, and I'd give you one. You say, no. I want potato bread. What is this? I'd say, okay. I'd say, I just want a potato. No, you're just never happy.
No, I mean, first off, I just found like
it's an interesting concept.
I agree with that.
Yes.
The
It
concept
doesn't
is
have to be
interesting.
a freaking episode of Black Mirror for it to mean something.
The problem is the concept drops out of the film
it
about halfway
becomes
through.
just this very
as it should.
this kind of cliched, predictable story to me. I liked the first 30 or 40 minutes because it had, like I said, all the technologies and all these weird, quirky concepts. But then it's just they go to this place and that's the rest of the film, and it's like.
Well, see, yeah, and that's the thing for me is like after that first half of the film, the whole we shrink people, totally immaterial to the rest of the film.
Yeah, but
you could have
it's
the
not
second
important.
half of the film without the first half of the film.
No.
Yes, absolutely, because it becomes about like, we'll go down to the mountain and live in a colony and save the world, and a beautiful love story between this guy and this woman, and what does them being small have to do with any of that?
That's the whole point of the movie. It doesn't.
That is the point of the film.
Yeah.
What is the title of the film?
Downsizing.
Right.
Go ahead, Kyra.
I'm sitting here and I'm listening to everything that you're saying, and I'm actually agreeing with Braden.
What?
That's a first. Go figure.
I guess I didn't think about it because I love Alexander Payne, so I'm not gonna say that I like the movie. Still made my top 10 list. Spoiler, but
You're the
but,
new Braden now.
but I agree with Braden. Like, I wish that they would have talked more about like the whole like because in the beginning of the movie, whenever they're like in that, well, I don't know, but they were like talking about the rights and how like they don't think that little people should be able to have all these rights.
What more is to be said though? That's already real life. They're just showing.
But they start with a concept and they don't
Yes,
follow
but
through
the
with it.
concept can easily be translated into what we experience every day. That's the point.
But then it jumps right into another concept.
Well,
and then
I mean,
another
you could
idea,
make it.
and
You
it's
could make
not.
it an allegory for a lot of the disparities that go on in today's society, which I think he could have done. And he
I
touches
wouldn't
on
even
that
say that they need to be allegorical. They're so close to real life.
in a sense, except
It's
we
just about
still
marginalized
can't
people, you
shrink
just-
people. But
Who cares? Oh my
that's
god.
the whole. That's the
It's
whole
not.
premise for the film, though.
Is that the whole? It's
Like it felt like that movie Transcendence with Johnny Depp. Like it starts off with
for
this
Christ's
cool,
sake.
like kind of high concept idea, and it just goes like either gets way too goofy or it is so vanilla.
or it
with
falls from your
that it's-
consciousness because the point of the story comes through. It's like you guys. It's the same. I'm almost done. It's the same thing.
That's
Like
fine.
you guys didn't like The Shape of Water for the exact same reasons as this.
Give it a 3.5 out of 5.
It's the same.
Yeah, which I'm so confused about, Henry, because I thought that you really liked Shape of Water, and then I heard that you didn't.
No, I like it. I mean,
I like
he and I both, I think, enjoyed it, and we like Guillermo del Toro films, and it's an entertaining story. But does that necessarily make it a marvel of filmmaking.
I mean,
no,
I liked it. I mean, I would like to see it again, but I did like
it's
it.
Beautiful to watch, and I really enjoy the story, but
Henry,
there's
you
nothing
should come see it with Allie and me.
different or exciting about it, right?
Yeah.
The story is a very basic love story.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just got a lot of very sort of
You
dark
should- you
adult
met her
trappings, like Naked Sally
She's the short
Hawkins
one who
and
likes Star Wars.
and-
Again with the Naked
Yeah.
Sally Hawkins? I need Marco on the show. He'll support me. We were talking about this for like half an hour. He agrees with me totally. He gives me confidence in literally mankind.
But also, like, one
Maybe
issue
Sally Hawkins.
I liked, I didn't think I would kind of get invested in the Hong Chow actress. Again, I don't know her
This is so
character's name.
sad. We can just look it up.
I'm pretty sure it's Young Nok
But
Lam.
Matt Damon is the most vanilla protagonist.
Matt
He's
Damon?
supposed to be.
But that's boring.
He's
You know,
supposed to be.
there's a way
Well-
to make a
He's supposed to be filled in by the world around him.
No.
That's the point.
Well, that's the thing. That's kind of I kind of agree with Chloe on this. Is I think the fact that he's so boring is what accentuates that, like, all these remarkable things happen to him.
I agree with that. Like, I'm perfectly fine with having like an everyman, but
I think her name
it
is-
just wasn't interesting to watch how they did it, or maybe it was just his performance. But
I
it was
think-
just like so
Yeah,
not much conflict, not much
right. Yeah.
complexity to it. It
I
just-
agree, but I don't
I-
think it was about him. I honestly
I
think
agree.
it was about the world around him more than he himself.
Then he shouldn't have been in it as much and had as much character stuff.
You can't have everything. You want a
Yeah.
whole lot of
Cheap bread.
setting. Yeah, a whole lot of potato bread.
Potato bread.
You
I'm
want
making for it.
Whatever.
Tell it to like the cashier when I walk out the next time. Take
name
that
is-
potato
Her
bread.
name is. Her name in the character's name is Nak Lon Tran.
That's right.
How could
Okay.
anyone remember that?
It's on
Well, if
the,
you're
was on the,
Vietnamese, it's probably easier to remember.
was on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah,
A lot
Nak.
of Vietnamese people probably aren't watching it though.
Maybe
I mean,
they are.
they probably are. I don't know. I don't know, but whatever. I thought it was really good. I agree. Matt Damon's character, I think beyond him not like, I don't know how to say this without spoilers. He didn't have a very, his character development was not nearly as convincing as I think it should have been. However, overall,
Yeah.
But also
I agree with you on that point. Is I think, like, when they get to Norway and then all of a
Yeah.
sudden his whole change of heart, and he's, I'm gonna go Noah's Ark. I'm gonna go. And I mean, first of all, who invited him, right?
I'm sure somebody.
Good point.
and then secondly, I mean, just the fact that he's just all of a sudden so gung ho about doing this.
Because he doesn't know what he wants. It's the whole point of the movie.
Yeah,
Oh,
I can
But,
see
but
that.
also with Kristen Wiig, without spoiling it, that is like completely shelved after a while. Like it was.
Yeah, because
She was-
that's real life. You
No,
don't
but
walk
there's
around saying like my
nothing.
hamster died
There's
when
no
I was 6.
callback to that at all. It's just like I would have liked something, especially since if it had been an
There
actress,
was, by the way.
kind of a no-name actress, that
Oh,
would have been
this
something.
again.
But why is Kristen Wiig in this?
Because she wanted to be a part of the movie and she's good for
But
the
that's
character.
so distracting.
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. That's all I have
I
to
wish
say.
I wish my mind could be different. But
Or
it's
it
not.
just
Me too.
seems like there are a lot of good things that the film touches on and then just completely drops and leaves by the wayside.
Oh, the heavens. Depends.
Kira,
So-
any other things?
I don't know, I'm just really agreeing with Braden, so.
Yay.
Man. I don't know.
And also, the special effects were not good.
Oh, for heaven's
Oh
sake.
my god.
Like the paper, when he was on the paper, like all that looked not good. Very digital.
Oh, because it was.
I know, but it
It looked like
I thought it
paper.
looked good.
No, the paper was
No.
fine. Matt Damon. Fine with the paper here. No, but just things like that. Where he's signing the,
Oh, that, yeah.
just stuff like that.
Well, any of the stuff
And-
where they have had the
oh.
little tiny Lilliputian people dealing with normal-sized people, it always, I mean,
Whenever Jason Sudeikis was sitting on the cracker box, it looked real.
Giant cracker box.
Yeah.
But one thing, why was this R-rated? It's had no reason to be R-rated.
Was it?
Yeah, like all there is just a little language, and
yeah,
like a
why
flash.
is it
Because,
R-rated? It's PG-13.
America's the new Russia. No one
Oh.
told you.
male frontal nudity.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
there was a lot of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Low-key appreciate. Not in a weird way, obviously, but
Sure.
just the opposite. Just the opposite of usual.
What are you hiding under your mattress?
Yeah. No, just the opposite of
But I think it could have been
usual.
PG-13 and have improved the effects and made it a little bit more.
I didn't know it
Well-
was rated R because there were some like 12-year-old kids in the movie when
I got
we went
carded.
to
With
see
their
it.
mom.
Like,
With
You
their,
got carded?
yeah.
they were with their
Seriously?
mom.
Yeah.
I got carded as well.
I guess I just shaved, so maybe I looked really young. I don't know.
Okay.
Well, that's weird because they never usually card.
Timberline's not a place. Sometimes they'll check your bags. Sometimes
Yeah.
they just want to chat for a
The
minute.
girl did say she liked my pink shoes, so.
She said she liked your shoes.
Girl, yeah.
See, at Silver Spot, you can just bring in a whole book bag.
Yeah.
They don't even check if you're a child or
Really?
not.
But they don't
Good lord.
compliment your shoes, so.
I buy children's tickets every time I
No,
go. And we
gets
bring
away
in book bags with pizzas in them.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we have brought in. No, to Dunkirk, we
God.
brought in book bags with 3 full
don't
personal pizzas.
don't pull
Jeez.
don't pull that shit at the Chelsea.
We
please.
never would, Braden. I
Thank
respect
you.
you too much.
Thank
I
you.
work there. I wouldn't ever do that.
Okay.
I would just bring it in without the
Fair
book bag.
enough.
Just kidding.
No. Silver Spot, I feel like it's okay, though.
I'd volunteer to clean the theater afterwards.
I volunteered to work there for an hour, so clearly I'm committed.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Okay.
some other stuff.
It was really good, whatever.
Cool.
I'm tired from talking about it.
Me too.
Cause I just,
Let's just wrap this up.
I
Let's
just
call it
feel
a day.
like
Okay, we're done. Let's close this up and get out of
there
here.
were just so many cool characters. It was about. I liked the characters. I thought they were all fairly round.
Yeah, I actually ended up really liking Christoph Waltz's character.
Yeah,
When you
sweet.
first
Yeah,
meet
he was
him,
fun.
he's absolutely despicable. But the more you get to know him,
Wow, that's Kristoff.
no, I don't think it's him. I think it was his character. Although he does tend to play.
No, I don't mean him. I just mean the characters he plays.
Oh yeah,
Kyra and I were obsessed with that. There's a poster of him when he was young in his apartment. We were obsessed
Yeah.
with it.
oh that's him with the cigar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with him.
Okay,
Everything he's been in, he's so good.
It's true.
it's true.
True fact.
I haven't seen Zero Theorem though. I really. Need to see it.
Uh,
You know,
that's a toughie. You might watch
Well,
it.
it's
Matt
Terry
Damon's in
Gilliam,
it.
which his films are always very childish.
kind of.
Matt Damon's in it.
It's got
Is he?
interesting ideas. Visually, it's cool, but
Well,
it's
Matt-
kind
Lucas
of
Hedges. Is that Lucas
kind of a
Hedges?
mishmash.
Matt
Wait.
Damon was in
I don't know.
Doctor What's It's.
Oh, he is in that.
Yeah,
Oh,
As
he's
well.
he's in Zero Theorem.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
just said that.
Oh,
Boy, oh boy. Is Lucas Hedges in it?
yeah.
Or am I
I think very briefly, or
No, not very briefly. Bob. He's a big character.
The other night,
Bob.
I was watching Dan in Real Life.
uh,
Have you ever seen that with Steve Carell?
a long time.
The
Wait,
Waffles.
is that the?
Oh, that's that is
The Waffles
pretty,
did it.
pretty
Yeah.
far back there.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, a
on
while ago.
Stars, I think, and I was watching it, and at the very end, there's like a wedding, and I saw like the credits were rolling and it said Lucas Hedges, and as it was rolling up, I was like, oh, he's not in this, and I look, and he's like dancing with the little girl, and he's like so tiny and
We
so
love
cute.
Lucas Hedges.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah. See again, another little
He,
young
I,
starlet.
I'm
He
not
was in
attracted
two-
to him. Look at me. I
He's
do
also
not
not
think
a
he's
starlet.
cute.
Just in terms of
I
who you
don't
focus
think he's
on.
cute.
I
Okay.
don't either.
He was in two
Well.
movies at the same time at the Chelsea, Lady Bird and
Three
Three
billboards.
Billboards
Cray
at the
cray.
He's having a good year.
What a
Cray
guy.
cray. God, I hate that.
Except when I say it, right?
Oh no, I hate it when anybody says
Braden,
it.
Aw.
start saying that. You know.
No.
Cray cray.
Oh.
I know someone named Cray.
Wow.
No, I don't. Sorry, that was weird. My best friend Kaylee's like second cousin's name is Cray, and she texted me saying you'll never guess what my second cousin's name is, and I said what is it? And she said it's your favorite word, and I said like paradigm. I don't know.
Paradigm.
Cray.
That's a
Your
good word.
favorite-
That's my favorite word is
It's a
paradigm.
good word.
I don't really hear you ever say that.
Well, it doesn't come in handy. That it's like my favorite color is orange. I never wear orange because it throws off my. It's not good for my
style.
complexion.
Yeah, see, people think that her favorite color is orange, so you buy her things that are orange, but not true. Don't.
Please don't.
Yeah, don't.
Cool.
Anyways,
It was about being a good person.
I agree.
I ship it. Doesn't apply, but it's true. The whole movie, I was just Karen and I were just going, oh my god, I ship this relationship so hard
What?
to ship.
Ship
You've never heard of
it.
shipping it?
Have you heard?
No.
Are you kidding?
What's,
like we ship.
Like,
I'm
trying to think
put my
of-
foot in my mouth.
tell me right now. Go ahead.
No, like we ship.
Oh yeah, you were. I know what it was.
Like we ship Lady Bird and
All the listeners
Kyle.
ship Cooper and me. There you go. Did you get it?
Worship, I think.
Oh.
No. What?
Oh?
No, like a couple,
like
a couple.
relationship. Like it's
Okay.
someone you,
Like
you
we
want them
ship-
to get together.
Like we shipped Matt Damon and that girl in the movie.
Yeah.
Because
So
they're a
it's
good
like-
couple.
I want to
So it's something you're
It's a
imposing your personal desires on the relationship
you ship
existing
it.
between.
Like,
Okay.
like people ship people ship James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender.
Okay.
Okay.
Like they want to see them together. Like they think they'd be a good couple.
Good couple, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Chloe loves to ship people, and she loves saying that she's shook.
Yeah.
She does say that.
A lot.
I
In
can't keep
movies.
track of all these
Anachronisms?
the
Young kid lingo?
vernacular.
Young
I don't-
kid lingo.
Pretty much, yeah.
Chloe's 2 years younger than you.
Yeah. We were watching something, and we're like, God, these people are Henry's age? That's crazy.
We were watching The Bachelor,
Oh,
and
yeah.
all the
That's
girls on there were
embarrassing.
23.
That show's ridiculous. Oh, can that be my recommendation? Not The Bachelor. Burning Love. Have you seen Burning
Oh,
Love?
that's hilarious.
It's so
Yeah.
good.
It's so
We were
good.
watching
And it was so
the other
funny,
night.
Braden, because I had never seen The Bachelor before. So the first time I watched it was like reverse. So, I guess usually you watch the real one and then you
Yeah.
watch the... But I was like, oh my God, they do that in Burning Love. And it was so funny.
Yeah, Burning Love was quite
Oh,
funny.
so good.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've seen that, but
You
what
should,
did they-
watch it.
who is it? Lake Bell, I know, plays one of the Bachelorettes.
Like Belle is not in the show.
Oh, she's not?
No?
I thought she was. I swear she was one of the Bachelorettes.
No, I mean, the list is endless. There's Ken Marino and
Well,
then
he's the Bachelor guy.
June Diane Raphael. I always forget her name. That hilarious lady. And then, I'm trying to think. Kristen Bell is in it. I'm trying to think. Gosh darn it. Kristen Bell and Paul Scheer and Adam Scott. And,
Paul Scheer's in one episode.
no, he comes... There's several seasons. They switch. And then, I'm trying to think. Whatever. There's loads of people. They're all really funny.
Me and Chloe watched Patty Cakes.
We did watch Patty
Oh,
Cake.
yesterday.
how is that?
It's you want to. It's like you really. It's like my aunt's dog. Like you really want to think it's cute.
All the parts are there, but it just doesn't add
It's
up.
just. It's the classic thing where it's just too. If I could go and edit it and make it an hour and a half,
Uh-huh.
it'd be really, really solid. It'd be really good.
Yeah.
But it's
Okay.
2 hours long, and it just really does not. It shouldn't be.
Okay.
Yeah.
But all the parts are definitely there. There's just some excess,
Mhm.
which is unfortunate.
Oh, should say,
Good.
got my movies for Sundance yesterday.
So excited! Did you get the Jake Gyllenhaal one?
No, but I had the thing is I have a time slot for that I could so when the individual tickets go on sale, I will have a chance to buy it, and so I'll,
Good.
if at all possible, I
That
will.
should be your top prior.
Are you going on the student pass thing again, or?
No, this is just the regular
Adult.
second half package, so
Oh, okay.
yeah, should be good.
Cool.
You should make sure that you're not seeing any of the ones you can watch on Amazon.
But yeah, I mean, I'm trying to find ones that
Yeah.
would kind of not really get releases around here, so or on Amazon, so at least for right now. But yeah,
No, that was pretty good. I mean, it's... Nah. Oh, gosh. I feel so bad.
Are we still discussing downsizing?
Yep.
What's
No,
going
I'm
on?
talking about patty cakes.
Okay.
well,
Downsizing everybody should see.
I guess
Are we doing our list now?
we gotta
Well,
give
we
Star-
haven't given any ratings.
Yeah, we
for
gotta
it.
give Star Wars.
Oh, 87 stars.
Okay.
Out of what?
10.
Well, we do. Henry and I do out of 5 because it's a basic metric. Chloe seems to change it every week, so she's got the weekly Chloe rating.
Yeah, if she loves it, she'll
And
go
then-
2,000.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's out
So
of 5.
it's
or
it's
feel
your
free to.
I'll do-
dealer's choice.
I'll give 4 out of 4.5.
High rating.
Braden.
I give it 3.5 out of 5.
I'll go 2.
Really?
Jesus.
Wow.
Okay,
Wow.
okay.
I
okay.
give it. I changed my mind. I give the movie 87 naps because that's all Henry was doing during.
I was really-
I slept. Okay, I
You
slept for
can't-
15 minutes.
No,
No, you didn't.
No.
We kept looking over and
Henry.
you were asleep.
Yeah.
I would open my eyes back up. I couldn't fall asleep for a while, and so I would just kind of start.
That's like me when Kyra made me see Bad Moms Christmas. I would just try to get
I
some
literally
season.
have PTSD from that. Please don't talk about that. That was the worst night of my life. I wanted to cry.
That's why I saw the movie with you,
She-
because you're having a bad night.
She told me to pick the movie, so I picked Bad Mom's Christmas.
First of all, she picked the movie that started in 45 minutes. as opposed to in 5 minutes. So
Okay,
that was a
no,
bad
that's not
start.
true at all because we got there late.
Yeah, there were previews. Whatever.
Whatever, I don't know. She was just mad about it, and then I was like, I'm sorry, you told me to pick, and then she was like, whatever. Like,
No, I wasn't.
Yes,
I
you
did
were
not
mad.
say whatever.
Well,
I
you
said
did say
it's
whatever, but
fine.
you were mad about it.
I said it's fine.
Oh.
Whatever, it's still in my top 10, so.
I was nice about it. I'm nice about almost everything,
You
just not
are.
in this room.
Yeah, I know. Cool.
Okay.
Heated.
2 stars. That's harsh.
I know.
Yeah.
Was not my favorite.
I mean,
Well.
I'm not going to take your review because you were asleep for half of it, so.
15
I categorically
minutes.
reject
Also,
your rating.
It was way
because-
too long. It was like 2 hours
No,
and
it
15
wasn't.
minutes. It
No,
was
no,
Yeah.
no. Kyra, Jem, and I, we walked out the theater. She said, "Oh my god, that's so good." And I said, "Did not get bored once. Did
Yeah,
not
that's
feel
true.
a lull one single time.
I got
Not a one."
That's how I
No.
felt when we saw Last Flag Flying, so now you
It-
know how I feel.
Nice.
dragged a bit in certain. I don't know that I got bored, but I did feel it
I
dragged a
didn't
bit in
feel
certain
it for
parts.
1 second.
Well, my problem with it is I think it touches on some interesting, timely, relevant topics.
And it moves
The
on.
relationship is beautiful, but it doesn't plumb the depths of a lot of the ideas that it
But it
introduces.
doesn't need
and
to.
it
That's
leaves,
the viewer's job. That's the viewer's job.
I don't think it does it that well.
No, I understand that challenging the viewer and forcing the viewer to think about things is one thing, but simply sort of dropping something into their lap and then not moving further with it. And this just sort of says economic inequality, boom, and then
No
that's
way.
it.
They,
It just
no,
it's
no,
like
no. I think it's actually really good. I think it proves that you need to think about these things, but you need to integrate them into your life in a way where it doesn't swallow you whole and you can't do anything, which is what happens in the movie if you think about it.
I can concede that point, but I still think there's a lot of interesting depths that could be plumbed by the film, and it just leaves too much by the wayside. It touches on things.
Well, I'll make it a weekly comic book for you, Braden.
Okay, that works.
I would like to read that.
Yeah, like a serialized graphic novel. That would be cool. I would totally do that. The downsizing graphic novel. They should do that. That makes sense.
I'm full of ideas.
All right. So, I guess with that done, no real news unless anyone has.
List. What
No.
news? You do the 2 reviews and then you do the news.
I haven't seen.
We don't have another review.
This is a review. It's a
What?
year review.
Oh yeah, you're right. What a goof.
Yeah.
Year in review.
Yeah. So I guess. Oh, there you go.
Okay.
So I guess we can do, top 10 lists. So I guess we can go kind of 10, 10, 10, 9, 9, 9.
Yeah.
Cool.
And it's kind of
That
say.
doesn't. I have a hard time with that because my 6 through 10 I don't really have in any kind of rank order.
Oh, you're.
What the heck?
You're.
You go last then. Just gotta.
Okay.
Yeah, Braden,
Just do what comes naturally.
I'm used to
Braden.
going last. That's okay. I can live with that.
Best for last, Braden.
Well, should I go first or should? Who wants to go first?
It's your show.
Okay. Well, for 10, it's kind of hard because I feel like the majority of my honorable mentions are all about the same level. But so I guess I'll shoot. I don't know. So I guess my number 10 would be Lost City of Z. The off to a great start.
I don't know why they.
No, I haven't seen it. I've just read about it, and I know who's in it. And not saying that it's bad.
Lucas Hedges.
No, Tom
No?
Holland and Charlie Hunnam and Robert Pattinson are Pats.
Wait, why
Edward
the
Cullen,
heck did
Cedric
we not
Diggory.
see it?
I have seen it.
Okay,
I need to see
whatever.
it. I've
Keep
heard
going,
it's quite
Henry. I'm
good.
mad.
It is
need to
good.
see it.
It's good.
It's
I
on,
love
it's on
Char-
Amazon Prime.
I just laughed honestly because the way you looked at me, expecting me to. I think you were expecting a reaction.
Oh yeah, let's just go as we go further down. I'm sure it'll be like that, where I'll have the judgment, silent judgment. So. in a okay way.
Oh, whose turn is it? I guess
Oh,
you said
so
yours.
okay, so Last City of Z. I know I've only seen it once, and so maybe if I rewatch it, it would feel differently. But to me, it was just an incredibly well crafted period adventure movies, and there aren't that many adventure movies like that made nowadays. So, and it looks great. Charlie, I think it's
Da Vinci
probably.
Code's not real?
Oh no, I found that out recently. No.
You didn't know that the Da Vinci.
No, Braden, I was joking, and he was piggybacking the word of the day.
He was playing into your...
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyhow, but I think it's probably Charlie Hunnam's best performance, at least to me. I mean, he hasn't given, like, performances that are groundbreaking, but I think he's...
Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, yeah, he's good in that. But I think he's very good in this. And then, I mean, Robert Pattinson isn't in it.
Hey, it doesn't matter.
He's fine in it.
He's great, always.
Okay. And, yeah, I mean, the cinematography is great. It has that kind of...
Yeah, it's cool.
Classic, what's the yellowish orange term? Sepia color to it. Incredibly well directed and really interesting
it's a good story.
And and the last...
Have you read the book?
No, I want to though. And the last 20 or 25 minutes in particular are great.
Just awful.
Did you not like that?
I'm just kidding.
Okay, are good. Great. So yeah, that's mine.
That's a good choice.
Thank you. All right, Chloe.
You're not gonna like mine either.
That's fine.
Mine's Atomic Blonde.
Okay.
Dope.
Anything else?
Kyra doesn't like that at all. I loved it.
I didn't like it though.
I don't know the format. Should I just follow what you did?
I mean, if you have something to say about it.
Charlize Theron, Pennywise, James McAvoy, Mr. Tumnus also. It's really good. I walked out and I was just doing the karate, like, yeah, exactly. So good.
Yeah, she's really. I mean,
those fight scenes are crazy. The fight scene, the stairs one.
Oh, the one.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Oh yeah, and
it's filmed in a very unique way. I usually don't like the Oliver Stone kind of like fake history deal, but this I feel like because it's a small, just like bite of a bunch of real kind of stuff. I was like, oh, that's
and I like the Cold War setting. So.
Yeah, and it wasn't too. Like Inglourious Basterds, I don't like because it's just not true. Like, you can just look at it and say that's just not true. This one, you're like, could happen. Not terribly influential, you know what I mean? Also, apparently I'm the only one, but I didn't see the end coming. I'm a smart cookie.
You mean the final?
Yeah, I didn't see it.
I didn't think I.
No.
Wasn't really thinking about that, so yeah, me neither.
I really liked it. I thought it was really well shot and everything.
Good soundtrack.
Such a good soundtrack. How could I even forget to mention that? I loved it.
Cool.
It's a party of a movie. Big fan.
I would like to rewatch it. Yeah.
Who's in the soundtrack? I'm just curious now.
It's all the good '80s bands.
So it's mostly '80s.
It's like
Talking Heads and stuff. I think.
I'm gonna look that up.
Synth pop.
Because I used to curate an '80s DJ show back in my college days.
What was it called?
With a friend of mine. Well, no, it was a friend of mine. There was a little club on campus at Oberlin, and a friend of mine
I always forget you
DJ'd an '80s dance night, and I would help her put together the playlist. So.
Cool. It's my favorite decade for music, in case you were wondering.
Cool. All right, Kyra?
Bad Moms Christmas.
Okay. Everyone's gonna... My number 10...
No judgment here.
...is Ghost Story.
Nice.
I mean, freaking loves Ghost Story.
It's in my honorable mentions.
Gosh.
I really, really liked it. Yeah, I don't know. I just, like... I cried, like, for, like, the whole movie. I don't know. I just thought it was
Me too, because I wanted to leave, but I didn't want to waste my money by leaving.
Yeah. I should have just walked out because I didn't pay. So.
Yeah, come on.
That was the last movie that I saw before I started working at the Chelsea. But anyways, yeah, I cried like really, really hard, and I remember that Sarah LaFone was like sitting outside, she's doing concessions, and I was just like bawling my eyes out, and she's like, "Are you okay, sweetie?" And I was like, "That was just so beautiful." She's like, "Oh," she's like, "Really? I didn't really like it." And I was like, "So beautiful."
You just kind of went with it.
Yeah, and like I just sat in my car for like 5 minutes. I was just like, I don't know. I just really like the story. I mean, I know that it seemed like kind of crazy, but like, I don't know. I really liked it, so that's my number 10.
I really like the song in it.
Oh yeah.
I've done that on here so many times.
Yeah, I mean, I really like it too. So I like cinematography. I mean, really the only issue I have, or like one of the very few, is the party dinner scene.
Yeah, that was the only part that I didn't like.
I wish if they just put that out, would have been.
Yeah.
More Kesha.
Yeah, because I don't know, I really liked the story. I don't know, I thought it was sweet. I didn't like the really, really long, they could have made it shorter. I think that they could have cut out the part where she was eating a pie.
Oh, I love the pie scene.
And the
Jeez,
part where
I can't. I'm having PTSD from this conversation. Oh.
Yeah.
and the part where they were like laying in bed for like 12 minutes. But other than that, like, I really thought it was beautiful. So,
Yeah, I agree.
nice.
The Atomic Blonde
And-
soundtrack is awesome.
Yeah.
It's pretty standard, but it's got some really good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. And good score too. I like the score. Braden?
Anyhow, I can give.
Just pick one, Braden.
Six
Go with your gut.
It can be
Go
in
with
any
your gut.
order. It's alright. Doesn't have to be ranked.
Shit, I don't know.
Which one do you want to watch least right now?
Well, number 10, I'd have to. I mean, Henry's probably gonna kill me for this, but number 10, I'd probably put Dunkirk.
At least it's there.
It's definitely top
I know.
10. I think the
I
visuals
agree.
are stunning. I think he does a really impactful job with the sparse dialogue, building tension. I really enjoyed the practical effects that he used in the film. I mean, it's just stunning to watch. I mean, it's a film that you could sit down, you could actually turn the sound off, and just
Yeah.
watch it.
They actually made, like, some fan just made a silent version of it online.
They just
Which I'd
muted
like
it.
I mean, that's what I would do to make a sound.
Yeah,
You
you
just
can.
turn the volume. You just mute it
Yeah.
on your TV,
Or,
right?
or they did it in a silent film kind of way.
Oh,
Like,
they sped
Which
up
is-
on the planes. Or like,
might be black.
Which is
Yeah.
no. That's not to denigrate all of the work that the sound team put into
Yeah.
it, because I think the sound team did a
It's probably
spectacular job.
that's one of the better parts of
Well,
the
it
film.
sounds they don't go bananas with the okay, now we've got a dogfight, so now we have to make a lot of whooshing noises and gunfire, and now it sounds you hear putter 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 cack cack putter 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 cack cack.
And also,
So it's not like they're trying to inundate you with this sound and I mean which is one of my biggest pet peeves with films these days, and I noticed it first with what is it, Dark Knight Rises, the third in Batman trilogy, the Christopher Nolan.
it's Rises, yeah.
You hear dialogue, and the dialogue is, "Hi, Batman, what are you doing? Hi. I'm Batman. And then they have an action
you
sequence,
should have just done
and
Payne.
it's so loud,
Well,
and
one
you
thing-
can't hear anything. And I mean, we have that problem even at the Chelsea.
Yeah.
The dialogue will be, "I love you," and then they'll play music, and the music is boom, 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 boom. And it's just, why do they mix films like this now?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, one thing in terms of the sound is the planes diving down. That's like one of the most like unsettling, like when they would.
Well, that's the
And there's
thing
that
is
screech.
how they mixed the sound in Dunkirk. I think was more representative of what it may have actually sounded like. Again, I was not
That
there.
was the whole thing. Of
I was not there,
It
but
was?
it never felt as though they were just ramping up the sound just to ramp up the sound
Well, that's what
effects.
everybody, if you remember, that's what everyone was obsessed with when it came, like critics and stuff were obsessed with that aspect when it came out.
Well, I mean, if you have the real plane going over, it's gonna
Yeah.
make that sound. So,
Yeah. So, but it is a visually stunning film though, and so that's why it's making my top 10. But
We know the real reason, Braden.
what?
Hairstyles.
You love Harry Styles.
Oh, I want to ship him with
You're
I don't know
me.
something, someone, a person somewhere. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, just choose me. Just put it in the
Nailed
air.
it.
Nailed it. But yeah, okay. If you pin me down, I'll have to say Dunkirk at number 10.
Come on. We pin you down, Brandon.
Of course it is.
All right. So for me, this one is kind of. I don't think it's a perfect film, but it kind of stuck out with all compared to a lot of the other films this year, just in terms of it being this kind of big budget and a big director, but it's a cure for wellness.
Okay.
For one thing, cinematography is gorgeous. Looks
Kira-
amazing.
Kira hated it.
I loved the asylum setting.
Yeah.
It's just I love how it's kind of like this weird epic film, especially in the last 45 minutes or so. It just gets into all these really weird, creepy things.
Yeah.
And at times it goes a little too far, but I was very just entertained.
I have a lot to say. I'm really sorry. Never had so much
That's-
to say in my
that's-
life.
Go for it.
I really like the first hour and 15 minutes. I was like, it's so good. I love Dane DeHaan. I'm like upset. I love him.
Well, I'll say that's my favorite part of the film. That last section was kind of hit and miss. But
Yeah.
anyways. Go
Yeah,
on.
and so like the first hour and a half, I was like, oh great, and then I thought it was gonna end, and then it kept going for another 15 minutes. So I was like,
It is long.
okay, I thought it was gonna end again, and then the freaky part, you know, like where they're in the thing, and then her dad turns into that thing.
Yeah.
I was like, I thought that I was the only one in the theater, and I was like, what the hell is this? And then there was
Almost
like
the only one in the theater, actually.
there was a dad and his son, and the dad just goes, I agree. And I was like, yeah, okay, weird. But anyways.
But
yeah.
just turned not weird.
it was gonna make my top 10 list, but I just towards the at first it started to feel like a cool indie and then at the end I was like, okay, this is turning into like a blockbuster, like weird freaky thing.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, in
But
that way.
anyways.
But really good score. I do like Dane DeHaan, although he's kind of hit and miss for me. But yeah, I wish there, and also I really like Gore Verbinski, and it's very well.
You do? I had no idea.
Very well directed, and I hope that
To me, he's like the crap version of Guillermo del Toro.
disagree. But
That's harsh.
I really hope there are
But I
more-
can understand the. I see what you're getting at. I still think it's a little harsh, but I see what you're getting at.
And I really hope or wish that there would be more movies like that studios would take a chance on, whether or not it works out financially. I hope that.
Well, yeah, I concur.
So, yep, that's my number 9.
My number 9, The Irony in Shape of Water. We just talked about it, so I feel like we're solid here.
You sure? What if someone's just tuning in?
Then they need to check themselves. I don't know.
Go listen to the older episode.
Yeah,
I don't know.
last week.
What is to say? It's just it's beautifully done. It's interesting. I appreciate that it's a storybook classic love story with some new elements mixed in. Thought it was feminist and everything else, and it's beautiful to watch and entertaining. And I liked the I don't know, lots of little things I like.
Yeah.
This is stupid.
No.
I sound so dumb.
No, it's fine.
No.
The reason I'm getting dry mouthed or whatever is because I just want to talk about the fingers again, and that's all I can think about, so I can't say anything
It
else.
sticks out in your mind.
I love that.
I mean, it's the scene itself would be just disturbing enough to begin with,
Yeah.
the whole concept. But Michael Shannon doing
So
it
good.
just puts it way
So
over the edge.
good.
He's
Everything
so
about
awesome.
that movie's so good.
Well,
Fingers was great.
God, I just love it. Look at
Well,
me
Michael
now.
Shannon. I mean, the whole cast was outstanding, but Michael Shannon
He's
is
really
just
good.
such a good bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
So
I really thought it was just beautiful.
Cool.
Just loved it.
Yeah, I'd like to rewatch
Not
it.
the most creative thing in the world, story-wise, but I don't think it always needs to be. It's just
But
beautiful
it
and
hit the-
elegant, and
That's
not
fine,
over.
I
He
can
doesn't go
understand.
over the top as well. Like Cure for Wellness is like, you need to be confident enough in your vision that you don't just go, okay, I'm gonna,
Okay.
I gotta just
Time to,
Thelma and Louise it. Guillermo del Toro just
Thelma and
stops.
Louise it.
He just stops and looks at the beautiful, beautiful landscape instead of just going right off the cliff. Cool.
Kyra, your number 9?
Number 9's Get Out.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, not as high on my list as some people, but
Did you look at my list?
you know,
You
I
did.
really need to see Get Out. Everybody's been waiting.
Braden!
You haven't
I know.
seen it?
I haven't seen it
You
yet.
would love it.
Yeah.
I know.
Get
I
Out.
really
Jordan
want to see
Peele is
that.
like your brain. I feel like you would just love it.
Probably.
I mean, no pun intended if you've
No,
seen
no,
the
no, no,
movie,
no.
but anyway.
I liked it. There's just more things that came out this year that I liked a lot better, but I really liked it. I think I saw it 3 times, but
Wow.
it was good. Yeah, it was really good. I liked it. I like the guy that's in it. He's also
Yes,
in
Daniel.
he's in an episode of Black Mirror, and
Well, I think I've seen that one, weirdly.
Yeah,
I haven't
been
seen a lot of
obsessed
that
with
show,
Black
but
Mirror.
I think I've
so,
seen that one.
Yeah, pretty good. But anyways,
You can tell because it's the guy from Get Out.
yeah,
Gotcha.
That's how you'll figure out if you've seen it or not.
yeah, it's good.
Braden?
I know this may actually come as a surprise to some people that it's this far down on my list,
Star Wars.
but Star Wars at number 9.
It's not me.
Because I thought it was great. I really am enjoying what they're doing
Solo.
with the series. Well, we'll see. Ron Howard, I don't know.
Most anticipated?
Donald Glover is playing Lando Calrissian, though,
That's
right?
true.
So
I'm
I love
curious
him.
about that.
He's great. Atlanta's spectacular. And he's a really good actor.
He's amazing.
So,
Childish Gambino. What
yeah.
can you say?
I'm kind of looking forward to it, but I'm hesitant. They did a spectacular job with Rogue One, but
Yeah, I think it's gonna be really
Ron
good.
Howard.
I
I'm
know, but
sorry.
I think it's gonna be good. I don't like Ron Howard either, though. But
We'll see. I'll reserve judgment until it comes out, and then I'll watch it. But
I don't do that.
in terms of the canonical stuff, Force Awakens and Now Last Jedi, I think they've done a really good job. I think I really appreciated that Rian Johnson sort of burned the idols. He threw them out. He said, everybody treats these things as sacrosanct, and you know what? It's time to move on, and I appreciate that.
Me
A
too.
lot of the hardcore fans are going absolutely friggin' rabid over it. But yeah, screw them.
Yeah.
Screw a bunch of Philistines. Screw them. I think they do a really spectacular job with the story. I think it's a return to form in terms of the storytelling, in terms of the actors, in terms of what they're doing.
Same as that other movie.
And it's well, this is new. This is wholly new and original, which I really liked. Force Awakens, but it was, I don't want to say an exact carbon copy, but it did draw perhaps a bit too much from New Hope.
Yeah.
But this one is its own entity. It goes in its own direction. It makes some choices that I think
I like
really
those
challenge
choices.
you.
The rest of the movie I thought was boring, but that stuff was
Well,
cool.
I don't think the rest of the movie is boring, but that's why it's my top 10 list, not your top 10 list. But
Then why am I talking so much?
I don't know. But no, I really appreciated it. I really liked what it did. Is it an absolute perfect piece of filmmaking? No, but I think they have gone a long way to reinvigorating the franchise, making something new,
Making sure
refreshing
they can
it.
make 1,000 more movies.
And I really like that they sort of, thumb their nose at all these hardcore fans who have just been awful.
Yeah.
They're some of the worst things for anything. I mean, for film, for comic books, for novels, for all this stuff,
Yeah.
I understand artists need to maintain some fan base, but at the same time, if they just cater to that fan base, then they lose a lot of what allowed them to make such a remarkable property in the first place.
Not money, though. They'll get a lot more of that if they don't make everyone hate them.
Yeah, but
So, it's a toss-up.
yeah.
What can you do?
Well, I mean, the fans are really hating Last Jedi, but it's still making money hand over fist.
Yeah. Oh, it's either
That's
way.
true.
Yeah.
So anyhow, number 9, Star Wars for me.
That's one a lot of people ship Rey and Kylo Ren.
Aren't they like?
Gross.
I like it.
Aren't they?
I like it. I
Undetermined.
approve.
Okay. I think they are.
I think they are too.
Although I
but
guess
they
that
say
would
they're
make
not.
sense for.
Yeah, for Star
for
Wars.
Star Wars, so-
We
Exactly.
should Kylo Ren and Kylo Ren.
Kira keeps Kylo Ren and Kira.
Yeah, true. Love Adam Driver.
Cool.
Anyways.
All right.
Was Patterson this year?
Yes, that was
Well,
way back
well, I mean, I think
January or February.
Well, I think it's technically. You okay?
No, I'd swear Patterson
It's,
came
I
out.
think it's technically a 2016 movie, but
Really?
it's 27. Here, do an IMDb check. But
We didn't get it at Chelsea until February, I think. So, but
Yeah.
all right. Well, my number 8 is Wind River. Chloe gasps.
It says
But-
2016 on here, by the way, for Patterson.
It's just a really great survival, or like surprisingly good survival thriller, and Taylor Sheridan, that's his name, I think.
Yeah.
Really
What
well
do you
written.
think? You love him.
I know, but sometimes there's
Okay.
another.
well, I always get Taylor and Tyler for some reason.
Oh yeah,
I don't know why. Taylor and Tyler.
but it's Jeremy Renner is awesome,
Yeah.
and Elizabeth Olsen is good, even though she doesn't have a whole lot to do. But really great score, looks fantastic, really kind of gritty, and the action in it is great when there are moments of it, and some interesting ideas, and very kind of suspenseful and good. So, yep, number 8.
Guess what my number 8 is?
Baywatch.
Baywatch. That's my number 1.
Man.
Wind River.
It just barely beat out Rough Night.
Did you? I thought you were like,
Wind River?
Yeah.
It's very touching. It was really well done.
It is very touching.
Not as feminist as I would have liked. Talking about Elizabeth Olsen, also the moms.
Looking at you. Yeah.
It would be higher up on the list if it was more feminist. But no, it was good. What do you mean? It was really good.
No, I'm maybe another time, another discussion, but I'm just curious why. Did we discuss why you don't think it's very
Yes.
feminist?
We did for like an
Yeah.
hour.
I think
Okay.
listen to the Wind River review. You know?
I'll have to go back
She
and
doesn't do
listen to that again.
crap. There's no reason the roles should
Well, I
have been
think she-
switched. There's no reason. And he did the same thing in Sicario. Sick of it. Henry agrees with me. And the moms were utterly useless in their own stupid ways. And the dad's got to go on this transformative journey, whatever, right?
Yeah.
So pissed me off. Okay. Yeah, that's it.
Cool.
There's a lot.
Alright.
Still
Okay.
a really good movie other than that, though.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
It would have been much higher on the list had it been more thoughtful.
Is your number 8 actually Wind River then? Or? No, it's not, is it?
No, it is.
Then
I'm
what is?
punking him. It's Wind River.
Oh, okay. No.
Woo. Shots fired here. Kira? You're
I
Shots
was
fired,
getting.
you know?
It's very stream of consciousness here. I can't keep track of.
That's fair. I understand.
Okay.
No, it's good.
Number 8?
Baby Driver.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Which I feel bad about because my favorite part of the movie is Kevin Spacey.
Oh, yeah. It is
Yeah.
unfortunate
So,
that, like,
I've
That's
always
such a-
hated Kevin
that's
Spacey.
such a big
I don't know.
film and has that, but that's alright. I mean,
Also,
I know. I
Whoa.
feel bad because like
couldn't have
Don't
known.
I
don't
had like
feel
a
bad.
really big crush.
That's-
And then it came out, but I really like Lily James. I think that she's
Love
so
Lily
good.
James.
She's so
Spectacular,
pretty. She's so
yeah.
good. I really
She's
like. I like Ansel Elgort because like a lot of his stuff that he like it has been in, he's always like has like a lot of talking and just kind of like makes him not as good. So in this movie, he doesn't do a lot of talking. He does obviously more acting and stuff. So I think that he was really good, and I love Jamie Foxx. I think Jamie Foxx is like
He was
such a
great.
good actor. Because in
Well, the whole
Django
cast was-
Unchained, like he was so good. So then
Yeah. Yeah, the whole cast I think was
so bad he's
spectacular.
going around for.
I really liked John Hamm as well.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah,
liked
yeah.
him a lot,
Have
too.
you seen that Jamie Foxx music video with Jake Gyllenhaal?
No.
To quote Braden, go watch it. It's just so weird.
I saw the one that he did with Kanye.
Oh yeah,
Gold Digger, right?
that is yeah.
Yeah.
Look at
Jamie
you.
Foxx.
Braden, number 8?
I mean, this is hard. I'm trying to decide. I think I'm gonna go Loving Vincent for number 8.
Nice.
I love the visuals, and I thought they did, rather than just relying heavily on the visuals, I thought they did kind of a fun murder mystery,
Yeah, that's true. It was in its
incorporating the various paintings that Van Gogh has done, and so it was fun to watch.
That's I see.
The voice acting I thought was spectacular by Saoirse Ronan and
The main guy.
Chris
Yeah.
The
O'Dowd.
main guy is good. What's his name?
I like how you
Booth?
look at me because
Yes,
I know who Douglas
Douglas
Booth
Booth.
is because he's a quote young starlet.
He is a young starlet.
He's not a young starlet. He's like in his like mid to late 20s.
Do you want Meg to be on the podcast?
If you want. Can she handle it?
Hey, I'm doing the podcast. What was your favorite movie of the year, Meg?
I don't even know what that was. I'm so confused now.
She FaceTimed me and then I asked her and she hung up.
Bless her heart.
Okay then.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, but Loving Vincent number 8 for me. I really enjoyed it. The visuals are absolutely stunning. Again,
Yeah.
I mean, tens,
The
if not
flashbacks are really good. I love the flashbacks.
Yeah.
The black and white ones. Those are
the
good.
tens of thousands of hand done oil paintings to animate the film. I mean, it's not only is it a good film, but it's a labor of love for all the people that were involved. So much appreciation for that film. So that's number 8.
Cool. All right, my number 7 is the Florida Project. Done by Sean Baker. That's his name, yeah. Just a really touching and kind of great little slice of life film and set in this motel part of Florida. The main, the kids, in particular, the young girl is great, and then also the young mother in it is fantastic. Even though I guess both of them were non-actors before this, I don't know, but it's really moving, very well put together. A lot of cool colors and got two people on phones here, so no, you're fine. No, it's just that
We're
it's just
both
like
always on our phones.
I know it's just like both of you once started going.
Always on my phone.
Yep. Same
But yeah,
here.
it's and also I mean very kind of raw, kind of very raw, but I mean in a effective way. And yeah, loved it.
That's so nice.
Thank you.
So glad.
Claire?
Coco. Coco. So good.
Coco Loco.
Love Coco. I don't know what else there is to say. Oh yeah.
You don't have
It's
to say
just a
anything.
sweet, whole, beautiful, beautiful movie. For kids, and usually I'm not an animation person. Like I don't really like kids movies and stuff. Like I watched Moana, I wanted to kill myself the whole time. My three best friends, Kyra, Allie, and Kaylee, made me watch this stupid movie.
To be fair, I didn't.
Well, you didn't make me. Okay, fair.
You also love the grandmother, so I don't.
I like the grandmother. She wasn't in it very much. I like the crab.
Great grandmother.
He wasn't in it very much. Is it great grandmother?
No,
It's
he's
just
kidding.
Saying great. She's
Oh.
great grandmother.
Yeah.
Although
yeah.
that was a good one.
She was very cool. She would fit right into my family. But no, I hated it so much.
Whew.
This, on the other hand, beautiful. So good. Touching. Didn't get bored. That's about it. Gail Garcia Bernal, obviously.
What can you say?
Nothing more.
Cool. Kyra? Number 7?
God, everybody's scared of me.
Ingrid Goes West.
Oh, nice.
Did anyone see it?
Henry saw it.
I did.
Oh, okay.
I liked it a lot.
Well, then this is gonna make you sad.
I did, yeah.
I liked it because I could relate to her. Not
You're a
because
creepy stalker?
not because of that, but just because I don't know. Anyways, but it just felt.
You're a millennial.
Yeah, I mean, I would say, I agree with the stalking part, but I mean, in terms of getting, even if it's just temporarily with social media in that way, I mean, I think that's pretty relatable. For,
Yeah, it was just I couldn't relate to like this part, but this part I just really liked. It was like that she like had, like that she really just wanted to be like part of something, and
Yeah.
then like she finally like became part of it, and then she realized that like it was too much for her to handle, and she had gone like way like over her head.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was really good, and like I love movies that like make you like this sounds weird, but like that make you feel awkward, and the whole entire time.
I hate a cringy
The
movie.
whole entire time, I was just like
TV
feeling
shows are
awkward.
I would say for the most part, I agree with you.
Yeah, and I
cringy
love.
movies.
I
You
love.
do?
Yeah.
You would like this movie. I
Ugh.
love Aubrey Plaza. Like she's just.
Oh, she's right. Legion was one of my favorite
Yeah,
things.
and
last year.
Elizabeth Olsen was in it.
She's really good.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
this guy, I don't know, he's in an episode of Black Mirror, but he's good. He's in it. There's a lot of good people.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was good. Yeah, Aubrey Plaza, love her. But anyways, number 7.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, I like, it does kind of show good parts about social media, like how it can help you or help kind of a group of people and also hurt you
Yeah.
if you kind of abuse it. So
Yeah, and it was just funny because she's funny, and like it was just funny
Yeah.
to see how she's like crazy. But anyways,
Braden, number 7.
Number 7 for me, I'm gonna have to go Stronger.
Yeah, good choice.
Jake Gyllenhaal is amazing. Tatiana Maslany is also really good. I think it's an interesting story, and it's told in a very compelling way. It's not just sort of young fellow loses his legs, all of a sudden, oh, I'm a hero. He struggles with it. And he struggles not only with the disability, but with the role that's sort of thrust upon him. And I think it does a really spectacular job in both the story, the script, the direction, Jake Gyllenhaal's acting of portraying that.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's really, I think, an outstanding film. And it really left a pretty serious mark on me, on
I
my
think it
psyche after
did.
watching it. So, well, I mean, it's such an outstanding
No.
film. It's very
David Gordon Green, interesting director.
Very. This is what I was thinking recently as
Yeah.
well. Crazy.
Vice
What else?
Principal is that show's so
Vice
funny.
Principal is best show ever made.
And it's,
Oh, does
it's
he-
over now.
This,
Yeah.
There's only 2
They
seasons.
already ended?
Yeah.
Yeah. So good.
Oh,
So
I guess
funny.
Walton Goggins has,
A lot of
So many-
stuff to do.
Love him.
so
He's in
many-
the new Tomb Raider.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Henry wants to see it because of
Alicia
Alicia Vikander.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I love Alicia Vikander. But
I don't think it looks that good though.
Tomb Raider.
no, we
Yeah,
don't.
I'm
We
not.
don't
I'm
like
not
her,
at all
yeah.
excited about it.
But yeah, interesting guy. I really like Pineapple Express, and I like Stronger a lot. So.
Yeah,
He's a
Stronger
very
is-
eclectic man.
Very. I don't know if he
all
really
over
has
the
like
map.
a or noticeable style. You know, I guess because
I
he's done
can't
so.
decide if that's good. We had a question like that.
Yeah.
I can't.
Well, I thought it
decide
was
if that's
genre. I thought that was pertaining to genre,
Well,
not
it's a
necessarily.
similar idea.
But
Well, okay,
Yeah.
I see. I
Almost
can
like-
see what you're saying. Aesthetic sense, like Guillermo
Yeah.
del Toro always has a very. This is a
Yeah.
Guillermo del Toro movie.
like when I
Whereas-
watched that, I was like, oh, that's. I would be like, oh, that's David Gordon Green,
Yeah.
obviously, but not that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So number 6, I guess. I mean, it probably should have been slightly lower. I guess maybe behind the Florida Project, but I still, despite its flaws, I get it's almost like a cure for wellness.
Is it
kind-
Valerian?
Yep.
Is it?
So yeah,
Oh my God.
Wait, what?
I love Valerian. I think it was like, so it's Valerian in the City of a Thousand Planets. And for me, like just the visuals are incredibly inspired to me, and it's almost like Loving Vincent, where it took so many years. He's been trying to get it made for so long, and it looks like that. Like he's very intricate. All of the market scene in the middle, in particular, is amazing. Where Rihanna's character comes in.
Shook.
Wait, what?
Triggered and shook.
She's in it briefly.
Oh, wow.
But and even just like the opening, there's an opening.
Robin Fenty? What the heck?
But like the opening
I'm so confused.
5
That's her
minutes.
real name. What the heck?
The opening 5 minutes
You're all
or so will
fake
kind of
fans.
show you that where there's just like every single creature that you see in this one sequence is so inspired and different, and weirdly, Cara Delevingne, who usually is not very good, is fantastic in this. She's really good.
Ugh.
Yeah,
she,
okay.
like-
I just don't like her
I
as a
like-
person.
I
I
didn't.
don't like anything about her.
Cool. So I know,
Henry's over our criticism.
but like I didn't think I would like her going in, especially since she's one of the main characters. But she has this great demeanor and delivery that's really.
Let me guess. Dry.
She's more cold, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But and Dane DeHaan would probably be one of the weaker parts of the film. Not that he's bad.
Oh, you can say he's bad.
No. I mean I didn't dislike him.
He's Dane DeHaan. I just
But-
like him.
Yeah,
But I think-
Braden hates him.
But
I don't like him either.
I usually like him.
Oh my god.
Kira's losing it.
Kira just thinks he's cute though. It's different.
Not true. That's not the only reason I like him.
He's like a waifish Leonardo DiCaprio.
Dang, if you asked Gemma, she'd be like, "Oh, is Chloe in love with him?" True.
But and also the pearl, like the plant where there's all these pearls on it. The species that is on that island that on that plant that you see looks fantastic.
Better or worse than Crystally's foxes?
Huh?
Star Wars.
Better. But yeah, I loved it. So it's not a perfect film, but it's in terms of the impression that it left, and its strengths outweigh its flaws for me. So hang on, you go. I get my notes.
What number are we on?
Six?
Yeah, 6.
Neruda, starring Gail Garcia Bernal.
Which one was that?
Neruda, about Pablo Neruda the poet?
Yeah.
Really? I didn't even know a film had come out.
Are you joking?
No, I'm dead serious.
Well,
a
it's
lot of
foreign.
things.
It's
Yeah, well, that's the
Spanish.
problem. Is I try to pay attention to that stuff, but unfortunately, a lot of times, if it's not picked up for broader
Oh,
distribution,
boy. I
it
love
sort
me a
of
foreign film.
flies under my radar.
Well, I hate to say this, but they played it at Silver Spot.
Well, that's a number one reason I didn't see it. I don't care how good a film is. I'm not going to Silver Spot to see
Well, I'll always go to the Chelsea first, but if they're
it.
not
I
playing
know
Neruda,
if it's not playing.
if they're not playing with Neruda, I have no choice.
I know. I
It's
know.
a beautiful movie, obviously well acted, but I'm hella
I
biased,
know.
so who knows?
Yeah.
Beautiful though.
I don't think I ever heard of it. I don't think. Not.
It's about Pablo Neruda. Gael Garcia Bernal does not play Pablo Neruda. That would be very odd because it's later in life. It just would not make sense. It's a Spanish speaking movie.
Oh.
Anyway. Yeah, it makes sense. But anyway, he plays a police detective, and it's kind of like cat and mouse kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
But it's beautiful and, you know, existential and blah, blah, blah. Beautiful, though.
I'll have to. Mary would probably want to see that. I'll have to get a hold of
Yeah,
that.
it's really,
to watch
really,
that,
it's really,
so.
really good.
Cool.
I loved watching it.
Yeah.
Kira?
Can I say something quick? I have to be at work at 5:15. So
She's
can I
doing her whole list
can I
right now.
summarize my whole
Chop,
list?
chop. Go for
Okay.
it.
Okay. So number 6, I would have to say Landline.
Oh, yeah.
Because I love Jenny
I just saw
Slate.
that recently. I really liked it.
Yeah, I really like her. Number.
Kira thinks she sees Jenny Slate everywhere.
Yeah, she looks like a lot of people.
I mean,
I mean, she's
would
just a
say
Jew,
so.
I guess, like with curly hair.
Starting to sound like Chloe now.
Wait, is that Jenny Slater? Oh no, that's just Chloe.
Don't even. If she didn't date Chris Evans, I'd be offended. But it's
They
fine.
broke up.
Well, they're just back together.
Anyways, number 5 is The Big Sick, because I really, really liked it, but there was just other stuff on the top of my list, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4 is Downsizing. You know, just talk about that.
Do it.
Number
Do it.
3 is Lady Macbeth.
Oh.
I really...
I didn't see that.
Vomit!
Yeah, I
I
didn't
hate
see
that
that.
stupid movie. I hate it. I just hate it.
Okay.
I want to see it.
It's
Yeah.
about bad people being bad people. That's literally if you
It's
want
the
to.
best kind of movie.
Exactly.
I really liked it. The girl in it, she
was
like
good.
it's her like debut film. She's really good.
She was really good, but.
And I don't know. I thought that it was like it's at first it's like a sweet love story, and then it turns into her just being like a vindictive kind of person, and it's really good. I really like
That's
it.
an understatement.
I'll check
It's
it out.
god awful.
It's on Amazon. I'll
Number
check it out.
2 is Columbus, because that movie was amazing.
Oh, I didn't see that too.
It was
Oh,
really
it's
good.
beautiful.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Really, really liked it. And then number 1 is Lady Bird.
That's
I
my
know.
number 1 for most overhyped film of the year.
But I think I've told Braden this like 20 times. I don't think that it should be like getting as much like I don't think that it should win any Oscars. I don't think it should be getting awards.
Why not? Because of the genre, and I don't like that.
No, it has
No.
nothing to do with the genre.
It does.
I
There
just
you go.
I just really, really liked it because like I felt like I could like relate to it,
Mhm.
and also like I don't know, I just thought it was a really good movie.
Yeah, I can understand that.
But at the same time, like I've been reading stuff like with Greta Gerwig about how she like whatever, and like during the prom scene, like she dressed up in like a prom dress because she wanted to feel like she was at prom too, and like
Okay,
I don't know.
Kira.
I just think that she's a little.
You can't judge the movie. It's like
A little quirky.
I don't. There was this really funny article on this website. It's kind of like, it's like on BuzzFeed's like like Onion, like BuzzFeed.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. It's called like Cornhole or something. I don't know. And I don't know. And it's like this article, and they're like asking her about. Well, they're asking her. It's like a fake article. She doesn't
Yeah.
actually, and she's like answering it. And they were like, oh, like was it really hard to make this movie? And she was like, no, I've had no struggles in my life. Like blah blah. It was just really funny because it's kind of like. I don't know, it's kind of true.
typical,
Because she's kind of, because like I really, really did like it, but it's just kind of like she's acting like she's making this movie, and she's like, oh, I went through all of this stuff, and it's really hard, but like when
it is
in
when
rea-
you're going through it.
She's this
yeah,
established.
yeah, but like, and then in reality, like now she like has done all this stuff, and like
Yeah.
she got to go to college, and
You're all
her
such cynical
whatever.
people, and I can't deal with it.
It's okay.
So anyways, that was yeah,
Cool.
sorry I had to go through it
No, that's fine.
Curses.
fast.
Should we
But anyways,
pause, or do you need to? Or,
I can just slip out.
It's up to you.
Okay.
I don't wanna kick you out.
No, it's okay. I'll just slip out.
All right, everyone, say bye to Kira.
Bye,
Okay.
Kira.
Say bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
So Kira had to depart. And sorry if you hear some background noise. My dog is in there. Sorry.
The ongoing saga of the dog.
Yeah. So
We were doing number 6, I believe.
5.
5.
Wait,
No,
did you do
I
6?
hadn't done.
Yeah,
I
you
hadn't done number
You've
6.
done your so
I did
Braden,
my
you need to do
6.
6.
Okay, my number 6 is Wind River. For obvious reasons, I really like Taylor Sheridan. I think his scripts are great. I think you're right. I think there are some obvious sort of feminist issues, but at the same time, he has
Brings to light others.
he has strong female protagonists. Now, do they follow through with all the ass kickery and stuff that some of the male protagonists do? No, that's a bit of a shortcoming. But I mean, these are very obviously very capable women, and at least he's incorporating them.
Yeah, focuses on important issues.
Yeah.
Issues.
Yeah. And I thought he did a really good job of in his portrayal of life on a reservation. And that's not something you see in a lot of films, and so I applaud his risk taking there. And it's just a really strong script, and it's very engrossing, and the characters are just so compelling. And I like the fact that it's there's never at any point this sort of like, oh, I'm gonna ship Elizabeth Olsen and Jeremy Renner. There's none of that.
Yeah, I really appreciate
There's
that
such
too.
strong individual characters, and they work better as equals rather than as smoochy kissy face romantic partners. And so he completely eschews any of that, and I think it's really good. So love the script, love the film, spectacular directorial debut.
I always forget that.
Yeah, that's his first actually directing one of his scripts. So number 6 for me is Wind River.
All right. Here my 5 was. All right, so excuse me. So number 5 for me is Logan, the final Wolverine film, and it's just a very anti-superhero movie.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really well directed. The story is very emotional and kind of it feels earned with everything that's characters are going through. The action scenes are amazing, and it's pretty brutal at times, but it fits the character a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Hugh Jackman's really good, and the young girl in it is awesome. Don't know her name, but she's really good. And a great send-off for the character, I think. And Hugh Jackman, although I hope he doesn't come back. I hope they just kind of...
Yeah.
They ended it here.
This should be his swan song for Wolverine.
Yeah. Really good score, and it's a great Western setting. And it looks really cool in black and white. The black and white version is really good as well. Number 5. What?
I'm trying to think of this other movie I saw that reminds me of that. Well, there's a kid. There's like a little girl, I think. She has a doll, and some man finds her. She's hiding, and they're like starving. It's like deserty.
Planet
Planet of the Apes. That's right.
Oh yeah, and Caesar finds
There we go.
the young girl. And,
Thank you for that.
Welcome.
There we are. I was really wondering what that was.
Yeah,
I gotcha.
War for the Planet of the Apes and Logan just missed my top 10. There were some really, I think, beautiful sort of art films that just edged them out. But I mean, both of those films are absolutely spectacular, and if you caught me on a different day, they might make my top 10. But
That's how I feel about my next one.
Okay. Number 5.
number 5,
Yeah.
Chloe.
Landline. But to be fair, they're just really take out all the stupid crap, and they're very similar to my sister and me. So like, not much I can do about it. We watched it together, and we just loved it. Little love fest. It's funny. I love Jenny Slate.
Yeah.
I don't remember it that well though, so awkward. But
Well, it's on Amazon Prime now.
all
so
that,
you should
all
give
the
it-
people in it are really good though. John Turturro.
Yeah, everyone kind of gives like
And
unusually
Falco.
good performances for that.
Don't hate
type-
on Jenny Slate. She's perfect.
Oh no, I'm saying for that type of film, everyone in
She
it
did
is
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. Yeah,
really
yeah.
good.
It was solid. Yeah, I really liked it. And you don't see a lot of movies like that. And I like to credit them.
Another female director too.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it was the same director. I can't remember her name. This is gonna drive me nuts. So she did
Obvious Child.
Obvious Child
Yeah.
as well. Yeah.
Just my other favorite movie of all time. Not literally, obviously, but you know
Yeah.
what I mean.
Yeah.
We all know.
You should by now. If you don't by now,
Yeah, the
you
listeners will
you
probably pick that up.
never will.
Cool. Braden, number 5.
Julian Robespierre.
Number 5 for me. This is Julian Robespierre. Okay. Number 5 for me. I keep flip flopping this with number 4, but I think right now number 5 for me is Good Time.
Kyra thought that was gonna be your number 1.
No. It was number
That's
4,
it.
but
It's obviously Blade Runner, but continue.
shut up, spoilers.
Spoiler.
No, number 5 for me right now is Good Time, and when you hear number 4, you'll understand why I have a hard time with these two. But number 5 for me right now is Good Time. I mean, just viscerally, the visuals are stunning. The score is amazing. One of Trick's point never is his score is just astoundingly good. Robert Pattinson, amazing.
Always. We only call him Cedric, though.
The direction by the Safdie brothers. I mean, these are guys. This is their first film, and the pacing is so tight, and even the interludes where they're just sort of like hanging out in somebody's house and they're talking like when he gets into that one woman's house and he's talking to the teenage daughter, granddaughter, and then the other point where they break into the apartment of that security guard, Barkhad Abdi, the actor's name I can't place it right now. The one that was in Captain.
You got it.
Blade Runner. 2049.
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah, that's right.
He was in the original Blade.
The original Blade Runner. If you have to look really closely. But
the bank heist is really good.
Yeah, the bank heist is really good. But I mean, just the direction in terms of the pacing, the editing. I mean, it doesn't feel like this is a first effort. There are some rough edges, but I think they're few and far between. And I think overall, it's such a remarkably well polished film for an inaugural effort. And just it has such an amazing impact between the acting, the directing, the visuals, the soundtrack. It's a just all around spectacular film.
Did you see that, Chloe? No.
You should see it. You may not like it, but it's I think it is really it's a very very impactful film. Yeah. So
I know. I don't know if I can handle it. It seems like a neon of mice and men. I don't know if I can deal with it.
Interesting. All right.
In a way, it is kind of.
Yeah, we'll just have to see. Okay, so I guess we're on 3, right?
4.
4. And I think we have the same 4, Braden.
Do we? We'll see.
We'll see. That's my guess, though.
Okay. Go for it, Henry.
All right, so you just brought it up, not making yours, but my number 4 is War for the Planet of the Apes. I mean, I love the Apes franchise, especially the new kind of reboot, kind of like how Star Wars is for the new Star Wars is for you, Apes are for me, and then Apes are for me. It's just like and I rewatched it maybe a few weeks ago. It's just such a emotionally gripping, beautifully, like all the detail of the apes, of course, is amazing. But it's at that point where you don't think about, oh, I'm watching a guy do impersonate an ape, and they're doing special effects. Like it looks like you're just watching apes on screen. All of the action is great. Woody Harrelson's really good. Andy Serkis is awesome as Caesar, and also just the character of Caesar is really, really interesting. And I love the Great Escape style to it. A lot of interesting ideas and themes, and it's really well shot. Love it. So yeah, that's my number 4. Yeah. Chloe?
Mine's Logan Lucky.
Oh, nice.
That's not my number 4.
Darn it! I thought because they were both heist movies, and you said they were interchangeable depending on the day.
Well, yeah, you'll my number 4 will throw you for a loop.
Crushed, foiled again. I'm so sad. I love being right. Let me see. No, it's just really solid, sweet, interesting, clever, funny movie. I love if a movie can successfully cross genres. Like, congratulations. I don't know. It's just really good.
Yeah, I think it does thrive on its simplicity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's kind of the point of it, isn't it? Beautiful. I loved it.
Craig is really good. Daniel.
The Craig.
Yeah, really good.
You want to say your favorite line?
Which one's that?
Oh, How They Fall So Fast.
We are dealing with science.
We are dealing with science.
And Adam Driver was awesome in it.
Yeah,
Really good.
they're all really good.
Kind of an understated performance, but it's really
Channing
good.
Tatum is just
Oh yeah.
awesome.
Oh, yeah, always good.
Yeah, he's always
And
good.
then Riley Keough. Is it Keough?
I think it's Co, but
Co.
yeah,
Riley
she's
Keough.
awesome.
She's great.
Mhm.
All right.
Great movie.
Braden?
I'm sad to say, unfortunately, Logan Lucky, I think, was just edged out of my top 10.
87 stars.
It's top 15, but
So
again,
good.
it's down there just past 10 with War for the Planet of the Apes and Logan, but it's hard to do that to a Steven Soderbergh film, but it didn't smack me in the emotions the way some of these other things did.
Right.
Number 4 for me, Columbus.
What the heck? Explain your former statement. How could I ever guess that?
That's my point. Is it's hard to. I don't really have any sort of rubric by which I judge these films, and so number 5 and number 4 sort of flip flop a little bit because I think Good Time was more sort of like viscerally stunning,
Okay. I feel
but
you.
Columbus was
The
more.
writing and everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was just so. The relationship between John Cho and the young woman who's in it and whose name I can't recall.
From Split.
She was
Split, right?
the relationship between the two of them, both individually as actors, were spectacular, and then the relationship between the two of them I thought was really touching. And just the situations, the directing, the visuals, I thought, and it was what I really liked, what I really appreciated about it was a very understated film, and it didn't smack you over the head with anything, and it let you sort of move towards your own conclusions, and just all around a beautiful film, and it's very rare that you see sort of beautiful human films about beautiful human relationships, and not necessarily like romantic relationships, but friendship or a mentor-mentee kind of thing, or anything like that.
Yeah.
Her name is Haley Lou Richardson.
Haley Lou Richardson.
She killed it this year, basically.
Yeah.
And last year.
So Columbus is definitely number 4. It's absolutely top 5 material for me. It's a beautiful film to watch. Really loved it.
Yeah, I'll like to check it out soon. All right, number 3 for me. Sure, it'll be coming up again soon. But it's Blade Runner.
Sooner than you might think.
Blade Runner.
Spoilers.
2049. And I rewatched it about a week ago, and it's just an incredible movie. Like every shot feels like it has so much weight to it, and of course it's beautifully shot. But Ryan Gosling is really good.
Right, guys.
You're right. So, just very well directed. The score is fantastic. It's just like it's such a challenging film to watch, but in a really good way.
Alright.
You alright?
Yeah.
Okay. You having fun over there, Braden?
It gives me something to do.
Braden's currently twirling Kyra's chair.
He misses her.
Yeah.
It's like a ghost story.
I like to keep myself preoccupied.
Yeah, I'm a fidgeter too.
Yeah.
It's why so many of my clothes have coffee stains because I always like rip the edges of the coffee lid when I'm nervous, and then I forget and I go.
And it spills all over.
Everywhere. Yeah.
But yeah, it's just, and it has so many interesting themes that it really handles really well, and brings up so many interesting ideas, and I loved the fake girlfriend of Ryan Gosling.
Joy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wait, no, Joy's the. I thought Joy. No, that's Love. I was thinking of Love is the. Yeah.
Love is the crazy assassin sidekick to Jared Leto.
And she's good too.
Yeah, she's spectacular. She's creepy.
Yeah.
But Joy is the virtual fakey girlfriend.
Right.
I was shocked to not see her in anything else this year. I thought she would have after that. I
She'll probably pop up.
She'll probably start getting more roles.
Yeah,
after
but I
that,
thought it would have started earlier. That's usually how it works.
The actress is
usually how it
what,
works.
Brazilian or
Yeah.
something? Yeah.
But it's I think it's definitely gonna have a shelf life, even though it didn't make much money in the theater. I think it's gonna, just like the original Blade Runner. I think it's
Follow
gonna.
suit.
Yeah, I think it's gonna have a long shelf life, and it's very well deserving of that. So
Yeah.
that's mine.
It's mine too.
Your number 3 as
Number
well?
Yeah.
Really?
Number 3, Blade Runner.
Awesome. I'm so
2049.
happy it made top 3 for both you guys.
Yeah,
Of course.
we're not barbarians.
Ah.
You know.
What's your number 3?
Florida Project. Again, I really appreciate the risks that Sean Baker took in terms of the direction style, the cinematography, how sort of minimalist he kept the script. It wasn't sort of like an ongoing story. It was just slice of life. And so many directors want to portray that, but Sean Baker actually does that. It is just slice of life. And a lot of the things that are going on in the film, I didn't even really know what the mother was doing to try to support the two of them. Yeah, when I found out at the end, when I you find out at the end and you kind of go, oh my God.
In the back of my mind, I knew, but the way they presented it was so good that it was like, whoa.
Yeah, that's the thing is you have an inkling of an idea, and
Yeah.
I kind of knew, because I'd heard a little something. Nobody had gone full spoiler, but I knew a little something. But I didn't. He does it in such a subtle way that you don't. It's
really
hard
good.
to put 2 and 2 together to get the end product.
That was the best piece of the movie to me was that.
Yeah.
That was really well
And I mean,
done.
it's not like an M. Night Shyamalan. Oh, here's the big reveal thing.
yeah.
It's not. He doesn't portray it. He doesn't
And that's
hype
why
it
it
up
works
that
so
way.
well. It's kind of heartbreaking.
Yeah, it really is. It's really
really
gut
good.
wrenching.
Great cry at the end by that girl.
Yeah.
The young
Oh
girl.
my gosh.
Yeah.
Very.
And the fact that he was taking people who had never acted
Find some
before,
on Insta.
both the mother and the daughter. This is
Yeah.
the absolute first thing that either of them has ever done. I think he found the mother through
Instagram.
Craigslist.
That was
Insta.
Craig's-
Instagram?
Craigslist.
Yeah,
It's
I'd swear it was
Insta. I swear to
Craigslist.
God, it's Instagram.
Okay,
Oh, I
I've
thought he
watched
found
it.
that's what I thought.
The mom Instagram.
I thought he found the mom through Craigslist and the girl through Instagram. Something like, I don't know. Anyhow,
You're both.
but the fact that he took these people, and then he also had Willem Dafoe, and this is just
Oh,
an
yeah, I
absolute
mentioned
And Caleb,
career.
what's his name? His name Caleb. That dude who's been in freaking everything this year. He's in 3 Billboards and American Made.
Oh, that guy.
Weird looking boy.
Yeah.
Weird looking boy.
That would be his name from now on.
Weird boy.
It has
I think
weird
his
looking
name's
boy in it.
Caleb.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Which one was he?
He was the son, William Dafoe's son.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I mean, this was, I think, a career-defining moment for Willem Dafoe,
Yeah, he's really good.
Really?
who I've always liked him. I really liked him a lot in Platoon, but I think this more than anything else, again, because it's such a very subtle film, and it really takes a lot, I think, to do something as sort of muted, downplayed, understated as Florida Project is.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Getting down to the nitty gritty here. So, number 2 for me is Dunkirk, Christopher Nolan.
Oh God, my worst fears are coming true.
So,
oh no, process of elimination. I know it. Oh no.
So, wait, don't worry about that stuff with Chloe. So, I mean, it was just, especially in terms of theatrical experience, just one of the most kind of visceral, kind of thrilling, suspenseful times I've had in a theater in a long time. Like, saw it in the 70mm and all that. And I've rewatched it since, and it's just, the practical effects are amazing. The score is great. I love I mean, all the performances are good, but for some reason I love Tom Hardy.
Harry Styles.
He's good, yeah, and he's quite good at it. And everything dealing with Tom Hardy and just the look of that and how the dog fights are done, that's great. And the sound, like we had talked about earlier with Kyra, is really good, and it almost kind of plays out like a horror film at times with the dive bombers going down and the kind of everything with the ships and like how ships can be, or how some soldiers are affected because of certain things with ships and
Sorry, I just realized I left a movie I really like off my list.
Dun dun dun.
No! I'm so upset.
Well, you can put in your honorable mention.
No, I gotta switch. Keep going.
Okay. Yeah, really, just kind of the Mad Max Fury Road of this year. Just kind of a very little dialogue. Just kind of you're put into this world, and then you're just gotta go with it. And so it's loved it. Really good.
Is it my turn?
Yep.
Get Out.
I didn't know you liked it that much.
Loved
Yeah, I
it.
really need to see
Great
this
movie.
because everybody's been absolutely raving about Get Out. I really need to see it.
Great movie. The thing, yeah. The only thing I didn't like about it wasn't even the movie itself. It was that everyone was like, the big twist at the end. And I was like, there was no twist. Like, you could see everything coming.
Mm-hmm.
Nonetheless, great movie.
Mm-hmm.
Great movie. I don't know what else to say about it.
Oh, shit, sorry.
There's nothing
You-
really
you-
to. I don't know.
you
It's
don't need
really
to-
good. The acting's really good. I love him so much. Love him so much.
Who's that actress? Daniel.
Yeah.
Daniel.
Daniel.
Another Daniel. For
All
us.
the Daniels.
Daniel
I
number
know.
3, maybe?
No, in my life, it's like number 8.
Okay, Daniel number 8.
Yeah.
Daniel number 8.
Yeah.
Daniel
Well-
number 1, of course, being Radcliffe.
Yeah,
Or Kira's dad.
Oh,
Really
he's
goes
also a
back and
Daniel.
forth.
log that one
Okay.
away.
We've talked about. Yeah, true. No, and then there's Danny, obviously.
Danny Trejo.
Yep.
Maybe not.
Did I tell you about that time? I'm pretty sure I saw Danny. Yeah, I told you about that, and he was married. But
Yeah.
yeah, that was so weird.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay.
No
Anyway.
context there, but Braden, you're number 2?
Number 2 for me is Faces Places.
Oh yeah, I
I
remember.
knew.
I need to see it.
I should have written down my prediction of your list. I would have been almost right.
I mean, it's everybody honestly should go. It's beautiful. It really restored a lot of my faith in humanity, and I'm not joking. I mean that sounds
That's
like
a
a
beautiful thing.
hyperbolic statement, but I'm not joking. I mean, everybody in this film is just so wonderful, and they seem the film conveys just such a joy for life, and it's fun to watch, and it totally caught me out of left field, and I was expecting sort of like a bunch of French people sitting around talking about snooty film stuff, and then you watch it,
Much
and
like
Agnes,
what we're doing now.
much like we're doing now. No, but well, I mean, given that Agnes Varda came out of the French New Wave movement, I thought it would be a bunch of artists sitting around
Right,
talking
right,
about, oh, my philosophy of art and blah, blah, blah. And it's not that at all. She just goes out and she makes films about people.
Yeah.
And then the photographer that she's working with, this fellow JR, and he goes out and just takes photographs of people and does these huge murals of them, and he puts up on building, and it's a celebration of people and of life, and it's really just an outstandingly beautiful film because there are so few things that actually go out and really sort of enjoy people and enjoy life. And
That's so nice, Braden.
I do really want to
see,
see
I'm
it.
not a cranky curmudgeon all the time. No, but it really is a beautiful film. It's very again, it reinvigorates, reaffirms how wonderful people can be,
Right.
and so it's nice to see that. So
Nice to see
really cool.
Liz.
Yeah. I haven't seen it. I guess only 2 of the ones you mentioned.
yeah,
Most recent 2, but yeah, I'll check those out.
your phone's buzzing. Dun dun dun.
Yeah, Henry, get off your phone.
Gee whiz. Okay, so I guess we're on our number 1s now.
Number 1.
I'm about to read Dunzo. I can't.
Chloe already.
We should all say it at once.
No.
Blah blah blah.
We gotta.
I definitely figured yours out. No, I mean yours. We should all guess each other's. Number 1.
But so mine. I know I'm gonna get flack from both of you.
No,
I would have
I'm
figured.
not gonna say
I would have
anything.
figured Dunkirk, but
No, you're just you blocked it out because you hate it so much.
No, just
Ghost Story.
no.
Nope.
Oh, no,
Give me
he didn't
let me set it up. So I can understand why some people didn't like it, and it was as divisive as it was. But for me, it was even more than Dunkirk. Braden's
Chloe's bursting into fits of laughter here.
I just really want to see your reaction. I'm really
So for me, it's even more than Dunkirk, it was probably one of the most visceral, kind of provocative films. And it's one of the few films, this year has been a very good year, I think, it's one of the few films that's really stuck with me, for better or worse. I mean, I think not worse in terms of its quality, but...
He still doesn't know.
I'm drawing a blank here.
But, and I'll say more about it, because I might as well just do the reveal here, but that's...
Rip the Band-Aid.
It's, Mother. Darren Aronofsky's Mother. And for me, like, I can see why some people didn't like it. So,
Well, see, that's why it didn't even occur to me, is because I've blocked it.
Yeah.
I've redacted that from my memory. It's gone.
which is fine.
There's
I mean,
a giant black
it's-
marker crossed through Mother in my memory.
I mean, for me, it's like it's really one of, at least, and it kind of like a cure for wellness. It's just a studio took a chance, and it's
I applaud both Aronofsky and I applaud, who was it, Warner Brothers? Paramount.
Yeah.
And I applaud them for taking those risks.
That's
the risks that they took were just so wrong.
Dumpster fire.
I disagree.
Dumpster fire.
I mean, for me, it was just one of the most. It's incredibly well directed, very well acted, just incredibly. I loved I know some people loved it or really liked it until the third act when it kind of goes crazy, but I actually love that. I love the SWAT team. I love all these, and it's fine if that loses you or if it's for other reasons that you didn't like it. But it's just a very kind of unforgettable, very.
Or not, apparently.
Pretty forgettable.
Yeah, which is fine. Very thought-provoking. Jennifer Lawrence is really good. So is Javier. Well, everyone in it is really good.
I think the acting, it's hard. I mean, Ed Harris, and I really like Michelle Pfeiffer, and it's good to see, them getting interesting roles like this. Mm-hmm. And I mean, there is a lot to like about the film, but in terms of what Aronofsky did with the story, and the horrendously heavy-handed symbolism.
That's terrible.
And then eating babies. I mean, come on.
Come on.
Spoiler. I mean, which is fine. I mean, I personally didn't find the ideas to be that heavy-handed, at least compared to a lot of other stuff that's out right now. Like, I didn't have as big of an issue with that compared to other things, but to me it's very thought-provoking. The cinematography is great, and that kind of goes with the direction, just how you're constantly in her mind and with her vision, and just very immersive, kind of like Dunkirk in that way.
Least feminist movie of the year.
Disagree, but I mean, I see why some people hated it or despised it, but I personally loved it, and it's for me it's a very unique film. So in a really good way.
Thank God.
So that's my number one. Chloe?
What's mine? Easy peasy.
I feel like I should know.
I'm going to probably say Lady Bird. I might
Oh
be
yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. I don't know why we were kidding.
Love Lady Bird. So good. It's a really solid story, really well acted, well directed. It's not like a visual feat, but well directed. Beautiful. I don't know. Great story. Needed to be done.
No.
I love it.
It's been done so many times before.
No. Worth the hype. All the hype is not enough hype
absolutely
in the world.
not.
No.
Way overhyped.
No.
Too much hype.
Disagree.
Too much.
Firmly
Too much
disagree.
hype.
Yeah.
Not even enough hype. I can't hype it enough.
It wasn't at that level for me, but I did really like it. So.
It was better than I thought.
Exactly.
Which is saying, colon
went into
cancer
the-
is not as bad as I...
Exactly, Braden. You went in with the wrong mindset. Also, to be fair, just simply not as applicable to you as myself.
It's understandable.
The way it rolls.
Yeah.
Saoirse
Saoirse,
Ronan.
really good.
Saoirse Ronan.
Yeah.
Luke
I-
Hedges.
I mean,
Timothée Chalamet, my homie.
I still give it 3.5 stars. I mean, that's what I gave it originally, and I still think it's 3.5 stars. I think it's good. I think it's a solid film. I really enjoyed it.
And the mother.
It was not... Laurie Metcalf is my favorite part
He's
of the whole
obsessed
thing.
with Laurie Metcalf.
I am. What can I say? I've loved her since she was on Roseanne. I think she was great. I loved her on Roseanne, and I loved her in this.
She kind of reminds me of Mary.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know how, but okay. But I just think it was grossly overhyped. I think it has gotten entirely too much media attention for what it is.
Well,
So
respectfully disagree.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not one to take part in hype. Like, I don't like it just because it's been like, if there was nothing about it, I'd still be obsessed with it.
Yeah, I mean, I think I quite enjoyed it. So I mean, I was pleasantly surprised how much I was enjoyed it.
Especially considering you were sitting next to Connor, who won't shut.
No, I was next to Kyra.
You still hear Connor.
Yeah,
He won't be quiet.
but luckily it was a comedy, so it wasn't as
Fair.
as noticeable. But cool. All right, Braden. The big mystery here.
I mean, this is pretty obvious. Duh. Blade Runner 2049. I mean, I can't gush about it enough. I mean, thematically, it's very challenging. Just the whole notion of voluntarism, of agency, of free will, how it incorporates that into the film. Ryan Gosling, Robin Wright, both the actress that played Love and the actress that played Joy, outstanding performances by both of them. And I wish I knew their names, but because they're
Foreign.
yeah, they haven't gotten quite as much media attention here.
And
in the
I
US.
like Jared Leto.
So pretty.
Jared Leto was actually, I kind of liked him.
Jared Leto was my least favorite part of the movie.
I know some people.
Ana
don't
de
like it.
Armas, that's right.
That's who. It is.
Yeah, okay.
And-
Joy.
Yeah,
And Sylvia Hoeks.
right. She's Dutch or something, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dave Bautista's coming
Dave-
to the Raleigh Supercon, so
Really?
better
Maybe
get ticks.
maybe I'll get some tickets and go hang
Today's
with
the last day to
Dave
get
Bautista.
20% off.
Ooh.
I need to know what his workout regimen is because I want pecs like that.
You're just an interesting man.
Cool.
But obviously, Denis Villeneuve, the direction, how the film moves, even at 2 hours and 40 something
Yeah,
minutes,
I agree.
it doesn't drag.
No.
It gets slower in some
Very
places,
slow-paced,
but
yeah.
contemplative.
Intentionally.
Yeah, it's contemplative slow rather than just like, oh, I'm just throwing in some time.
It's a very controlled pace.
Yes.
Which is very impressive.
Yes. The visuals are absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
And what I appreciate about it is the departures it takes from the original, because the original is just noir through and through,
Right,
and
right,
it does
right.
a really spectacular job of that. And then this next one starts with noir and has a lot of noir,
Yes.
but then the beginning of the film, where they're on
Much
the
bigger world.
Weevil farm. Yeah, it's a much bigger. You get a much more impression of what is going on in the rest of the world. And the beginning of the film on the Weevil farm was, I mean, it looked
Great.
almost like a barren post-nuclear winter kind of landscape. And then when they go to Las Vegas
Yeah.
and the casino, the empty casinos, because I guess the radiation is too. It's kind of like a Chernobyl thing. And all the yellows and the oranges and the browns.
I
and
really
it's-
always just picture him walking through those,
The
The big
I can
statues.
think of sculpture. Yeah,
Yeah.
statues. You know what I'm talking
oh,
about?
that's a really good.
That
Yeah.
to me is just that's
That's-
what sticks in my mind.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's a visually stunning film, but again, it's not just oh the visuals are great or oh the soundtrack is great or oh the direction's great. It's all of the components,
Right.
and no one part of the film dwarfs or obviates any other part of the film. And so the theme, the story, the direction, the script, the acting, the sound, all of it is just so good, and it makes for a complete, spectacular, well-rounded film. And so, I mean, obviously, I carry a lot of my subjective opinion into this. I think yes, that's why.
I mean,
It'd
you
also
it's-
make
got
it
a
harder.
script right here,
It
Braden.
might
Yeah.
also make you harder on it though.
Yeah, that's true. There, it also
When
could.
you love something,
Then you
care
have a
more.
much higher standard, and I think
Yeah.
that's the problem with a lot of the Star Wars fans, is they're unwilling to take a step back and look at the newer films as a re-envisioning or a different direction for the franchise.
Yeah,
They
new-
just
new
want
chapter.
exactly new chapter.
I
And I
support it. I couldn't care much less, but I support it
Yeah.
anyway.
And I think Blade Runner 2049, this is, it's not necessarily a new chapter in the sense of the Star Wars films because it's not a 3-part series, but I was really holding my breath until it
Yeah.
came out because I thought,
You were.
it
You wouldn't
did-
say anything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
well, the first film was so spectacular, and I didn't see any reason for there being another film. And then they did it, and they released it, and it blew me away. So, I mean, I think what it is not only a spectacular piece of filmmaking, but in terms of what it does with the Blade Runner story, it really does a spectacular job of moving that forward, of progressing that story rather than just like retreading, you know.
Yeah. Cool. All right. I guess that's our top 10. I won't really talk about them, but I'll just read them off. I have some good few of honorable mentions that kind of with Lost City of Z, all of them are about equal, but so Alien Covenant, It Comes at Night, Last Flag Flying, Lady Bird, Loving Vincent, Stephen King's It, Logan Lucky, Stronger, A Ghost Story, and Okja.
I'm shocked A Ghost Story didn't make your list.
It did. I just said A Ghost.
No,
Well,
I mean your
honorable
list
mention,
is.
but not your top 10.
Oh yeah, I mean I liked it a lot, but it's not
Okay.
not a masterpiece.
My true number one will probably be Call Me By Your Name, but I haven't seen it because it hasn't come out here, but I'm obsessed.
Or fan.
Obsessed.
There are a few
As
that
everybody knows.
I haven't seen Darkest Hour yet, and that I keep thinking
That's
that might
the
make
next
my
one.
top 10.
That's the one I forgot.
Oh,
Because it might have switched
it
with
might have been top 10 somewhere.
Atomic Blonde.
Right.
It was so
Gary
know
Oldman, I really want to see
cry
Gary
a lot,
Oldman.
but this was a real, true, meaningful cry.
Ah.
So good, so good. I love Joe Wright also.
Mm-hmm.
And it did a good job with like the subject matter.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I know it quite well, and
You're a big
so
Churchill fan?
My dad is obsessed.
Really? Huh.
So yeah, he's remembers hearing him on the radio.
Really? Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, no, he loves him. So yeah, so I know a lot about the subject. I sensed the sarcasm, but it didn't work.
What?
And,
What sarcasm?
Oh, you were actually asking if I was a big Churchill fan?
No, yeah, I'm serious.
Oh, yeah. No, I like him.
I mean, he's
cool
a,
dude.
a
He's very
prominent.
interesting. He's a real life superhero. I think he's super cool. It's kind of Batman in my mind, you know? Yeah. Anyway.
I'm just envisioning him in tights and a cape now.
Perfect. Yeah. But no, Lily James, it was a very feminist movie also. Really was. Really, really was. Kristen Scott Thomas, A+. Lily James, A+. Great movie all around. Joe Wright, I love him. They did a really good job.
Mm-hmm.
The story got better and better. Started off not so strong, but I think that's because, just because it's a movie, I mean, just because it's a true story, like, it needs the exposition, essentially. Like, you can't just assume everyone's gonna know.
Yeah.
Whatever. So, because of that, I was, like, a little lacking at the beginning, but it really was really, really strong. Ben Mendelsohn, always good. Yeah. A+ stuff.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Oh, Jane is my other
Need to see that.
really good
I need to see
documentary.
that.
Really, really, really good. Also, don't know if this counts. They did a taping of Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead, the one I saw in England. Super good. It's a movie because they showed it in movie theaters.
That's one of my favorite films of all time. Rosencrantz goes Tim
Oh, the
Roth,
movie?
Gary
Yeah,
Oldman.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
true. This
Tom
one-
Stoppard, who wrote the original play, also did the screenplay for
I
it.
know.
So,
I love Tom
and
Stoppard.
Richard Dreyfuss is in it.
There you go. But I'm talking about the play with Daniel Radcliffe.
Braden Tubb.
Duh, okay, I'm
Radcliffe.
sorry, I'm not up on what's going on in London theater these days. Or where are they doing this production?
They did it at the Old Vic,
Okay.
but then they filmed it and they showed it in theaters, and I went to see it in the theater, which was really cool because I saw it actually there, and I got to see it in the theater with my mom, and like cute moment. So there we are. Yeah, and also Jungle because Daniel Radcliffe is in it. Haven't actually seen it, but there we
I
are.
haven't either,
If
yeah.
he's in it,
I'll try and
A+.
check it out soon. Yeah. Brandon, you have any honorable?
Well, I mean, there
mentions
are
you wanna read out?
honorable mentions, which I think I've
Mentioned?
War for the Planet of the Apes, Logan Lucky, maybe a few other things. I mean, what I do want to say is my top 10 list is by no means exhaustive and may change because more than anything, there are films that I'm disappointed that I didn't see. So films that I absolutely intend to see that I haven't yet.
you'll love The Darkest Hour.
Well, Darkest Hour.
You'll just eat it up.
I need to see that. The holiday seasons have wrecked my schedule. I was working a lot during the holiday seasons, so I didn't get to actually go see the films. And the times that I normally would go and screen a film for myself, the theater was open and playing films anyways, and so, bleh.
Yeah.
So, Darkest Hour, Jane, is, I need to see that still. Keddy, which was a film, documentary about cats in Turkey, particularly I think specifically in Istanbul.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be absolutely spectacular
that was
film,
good, yeah.
and I need to see that. And Get Out.
You have to watch.
Yeah,
Get
everybody
Out.
says I need to see
It's
Get
a
Out, and I
different
really need to see
level,
that.
Different situation from
Yeah.
the other ones.
So that might have made my top 10 list as well. So
You confuse me with Get Out. I can't decide. Usually my intuition lends something, but this I'm not so sure. You'll like it.
I'll probably like it.
I think you'll like The Darkest Hour a lot more.
Well, I mean, Darkest Hour is
Whole different thing. So.
yeah, it is. It's I mean, Darkest Hour is sort of the subject matter that I geek out on, but Get Out, I think thematically, and probably in terms of the story and that kind of thing, just how awkward and difficult, and I think I'll probably appreciate
It's
Get
an
Out.
amazing movie, yeah.
Yeah.
A real feat.
So and Lost City of Z is the other one that I really want to see that I haven't. So I mean, those are my 5. Braden screwed up and didn't see these this year films. So, but Jane, Keddy, Get Out, Lost City of Z, and I feel there's another one. Anyhow, Darkest Hour. That's it.
Cool. And I have a few worst of the year. I'm not gonna really say anything, but so
Don't piss me off.
I won't. So
Take off Downsizing right now.
it's not in my top 5. So Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales, just brutally bad. Looks horrible.
I thought you weren't gonna say anything.
I have to say something. All the new characters are terrible. It's just.
You want me to do my top 5 worst of the year? I can do this really quickly.
Hang on, I gotta go with. I have. Other,
Okay, go for it.
Then, Bright, which we just watched.
Just terrible.
That was disappointing.
Horrendous.
That was very disappointing.
I wish I could have liked it, but couldn't.
Same here. I mean, I love those first 15 minutes, and then it just sort of plummets off a cliff.
Kingsman: The Golden Circle.
Hey.
Did not, just kind of.
It was mediocre. I don't know if it was
just
awful.
I really didn't. You all right?
Go to the bath.
Oh yeah.
I don't have a top worst.
Careful.
Because I hate everything. So.
Such a nihilist.
Death Note.
Nihilist?
Optimistic nihilism. There's nothing wrong with it.
Death Note, which I have no attachment to the anime, but just as a film,
Was just terrible. Yeah, wow.
Really kind of just mean-spirited and not an interesting way. Not well made.
Right.
And then Rough Night. Oh, and since Chloe's not here. So Suburbicon.
Yeah.
That's another one. Kong Skull Island. Really not my favorite. The Circle. And Downsizing would be like an honorable mention. So. Braden,
What was The Circle?
The one with Emma Watson and Tom Hanks.
Oh, right.
I just watched it recently.
Yeah.
Whew.
And John Boyega was on that as well,
Yes.
wasn't he? Yeah. Oh, shit. I may have to revise my top 10.
Why?
Detroit.
Oh, yeah.
Detroit. That may actually even make my top 5. God, man. Oh, jeez. My mind is slipping in my old age. Yeah, that's a tough one. I think Detroit would probably be maybe even top 5, but Detroit definitely is top 10 for me. I don't know what I would bump for it. But yeah, Detroit is up there in the top 10. So I can't even believe I completely forgot that. That was such a
It's been forgotten
spectacular
about it.
film.
It's like everyone seems to just.
Well, I mean, it wasn't
because it's so timely. It just, I guess.
Well, I think that's why it may not have gotten as much positive review as some of Catherine Bigelow's other films, Hurt Locker, and so is because it's such a challenging film, particularly at this point in time.
People just don't want to think about it.
Yeah.
Which is understandable, but I think it does deserve. And I guess Detroit would be an honorable mention for me too. So
Yeah.
And I'd like to rewatch it despite it being.
Yeah.
Really dark.
I mean, there were some pretty stinker films this year. I didn't see Rough Night, which I'm happy about, but I mean, Mother, I didn't much care for. I know you loved it.
It's fine that you didn't like it.
Again, it wasn't my favorite film, but it wasn't I don't think it was an absolute train wreck of a film. And again, I largely appreciate it because of the chances that both Aronofsky and Paramount took in releasing that. And the fact that Paramount stood behind Aronofsky and stood behind their decision to release that film, I think is good.
Yeah.
Some questionable choices in terms of what was in the film, but sometimes,
For your birthday, I'm going to get you a cake of a baby.
Don't do that. That's poor taste. Anyhow, Bright was disappointing. Very disappointing. I mean, there were some other stinker films out there, but my top 5 worst would have to be Transformers, number 4 Transformers, number 3 Transformers, number 2 Transformers, and number 1 Transformers.
Cool. Fair enough.
Why Michael Bay keeps making films is utterly beyond me.
Mm-hmm.
He has a passion.
Yeah. It doesn't come through.
Yeah. It gets lost in all of the grindy Transformer noises and the...
Yeah.
Marky Mark.
Marky Mark.
Yeah. All right, well, I guess since we are kind of pushing time here, maybe just skip especially since y'all have to...
I don't have to do diddly squat. I'm going to the gym after this.
Okay. I mean, we don't really have news. We can do listener questions.
Yeah.
Y'all cool with that? Okay. We actually have... Chloe, you'll love this.
Great.
So,
is it from Daniel Radcliffe?
No.
Darn.
If only. Maybe one day.
Maybe one day.
All right, so...
Daniel, if you're listening, send us questions.
Is it from Jacob number 2?
Gotta get him on. No, so the Thefilmbudspodcast at gmail.com is the address that you can reach us, and on Facebook and Twitter. And so feel free to send us stuff or rate us on iTunes.
Rate it, please. It's really annoying and hard to do.
Yeah.
My two best friends try to do it. Hard to do.
Mm-hmm.
But just fight.
Yeah.
Fight for it.
Yeah, but we'd love you to do that because it helps us out in ways that we can't really do it ourselves for the most part. So, all right, so this one is from Avery in Georgia. Says happy...
What part of Georgia? They don't say what part of Georgia? Mm-mm. Oh, okay. That's too bad.
Why?
Because you lived there for a bunch of years.
I lived there for 7 or 8 years, yeah.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah.
I listen to you.
Thank you. Somebody does. Somebody cares.
So it says, Happy New Year, Film Buds. You all have been asking for it for a while now, so hope this entertains you.
Thank you.
You get rapid fire.
Oh, cool.
Yay, rapid fire.
Avery.
All right. And actually, I guess we had brought up
You've been asking for it for a while. How sad do we sound?
Yeah. We've got to go begging to our audience. Send us
friends.
rapid fire questions. We like them. They're fine.
Yeah. So I guess we had recently just brought them up, but first off, Ridley Scott or Ron Howard?
No contest.
Ridley Scott.
Ridley Scott.
For me too, yeah. War movies or westerns?
Westerns.
It's kind of hard because 2 of my favorite films are westerns, but then I do...
I mean, I enjoy a good western, but I'm going to have to go war film.
I guess war films, yeah.
Westerns every time.
Mystery or horror?
Mystery.
Mystery
for me. Good documentaries or great dramatizations of true stories?
Ooh.
Oh, that's a tough one.
That is, I guess, great dramatizations, because I'm uncultured swine.
No, documentaries are good, but I mean, it's very rare that you get one that's really absolutely compelling. A la Searching for Sugar Man.
Or, I mean, would you rather watch a good documentary or a great...
We heard the question.
I mean, I love documentary. I am one of the few people who just loves documentaries. But I'd still have to go with a great dramatization.
Yeah.
That being said, I'm really looking forward to the post.
Yeah, me too.
I'm not at
all. Comedies or sci-fi? That's a tough one.
For movies, I'm gonna say sci-fi.
Sci-fi.
TV shows, I would say.
I mean, comedies can be good, but it's rare that you get comedies that push concepts or ideas as well as sci-fi does.
Yeah.
See Blade Runner 2049.
TV show.
I guess sci-fi.
TV show, I say comedy every time.
Yeah.
Yeah. TV shows.
You need the relationship with the characters, yeah.
Yeah. Well, TV shows, I mean, the budget that they have for sci-fi stuff is... Although there have been a lot of really spectacular sci-fi shows the past few years, but I think comedy is still where it's at.
Wes Anderson or Tim Burton?
Tim Burton! Tim Burton!
That's tough for me.
This is a trigger question. Obviously, Tim Burton.
I don't know. That's kind of tough. I guess Tim Burton.
Yeah, Wes Anderson.
I guess.
No contest. Wes Anderson. That's...
I guess
see the Ridley Scott Ron Howard question.
Yeah.
Wes Anderson.
Are you joking?
No.
Whatever. Continue before I don't want to.
This one might be tough for you. Michael Fassbender or Jake Gyllenhaal?
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Really?
Yeah, Jake
I
Gyllenhaal.
would say Michael Fassbender.
Dang.
I like Michael
Jake
Fassbender,
Gyllenhaal's
but
more versatile. I love Fassie. But
I mean, after-
I feel like that one was directed for me, and thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate
Probably
it
so.
so much.
I like Fassie as well. He's done some really spectacular stuff. I really need to see Fish Tank.
So
he's
good.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard it's really good. But Nightcrawler
So
Yeah.
good.
and Enemies
Everything. Isn't it just
and
enemy?
Enemy. Sorry. What's the other? The Prisoners.
Stronger.
Well, Stronger, obviously, as well,
Basically
right?
everything he's ever done. October Boys, first time I ever fell in love. Continue.
Yeah.
Jennifer Lawrence or Keira Knightley?
Keira Knightley, what is this?
I say Jennifer
Sorry,
Lawrence.
Avery. Obviously, Keira Knightley.
That's a tough one for me.
I think there are a couple Keira Knightley films I like, but I think recently, in particular, she's become very bland.
Yeah,
She's
she
been
hasn't.
the Sugar Plum Fairy, guys. Be
Well, she
quiet.
was. I really liked her in Imitation Game, but other than that, I
Yeah.
can't really think of
I mean,
anything.
I really like her in Pirates, but
See?
other than
She
that,
was supposed to be good in Anna Karenina,
She's
good in that.
amazing in
She's
Anna
good that. I will
Karenina.
say
but
that, yeah.
She's amazing in everything.
I'm gonna have to go with J Law.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Winter's Bone. But besides that, I mean, I think that the David O. Russell stuff she's done, I've really liked a lot.
Okay,
So-
keep
Same.
going, please.
So this one's kind of a villain one. The Joker or Hannibal Lecter?
Ew, Hannibal Lecter.
I say the Joker.
Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah.
Joker.
Hannibal Lecter.
I mean, other than Heath Ledger's portrayal of the Joker and Mark Hamill doing his voice on the animated series, I'm done with the Joker. I'm sorry.
Hey, Jack Nicholson's dope. Whatever.
This one actually, well, maybe not, but Catherine Bigelow or Steven Soderbergh?
Ooh.
I really
I
like Steven
say
Soderbergh, but
Soderbergh.
I love Steven Soderbergh, but I'm gonna have to go Catherine Bigelow.
I have to go Catherine Bigelow because Steven Soderbergh, I like what he does more, but it's less reliable. Like, I hate all
Yeah.
stuff. Like, Catherine
Thank
Bigelow's reliable.
That's
Yes.
fair enough.
Reliably good.
I like her films too because, well, historical dramatizations, but they're so challenging.
Oh,
They're so
Detroit-
you get
Detroit
so
just
wrapped up
missed
in
my
them.
list, too.
Yeah, that's the when you were out of the
Just missed
room.
it.
When you were out of the room,
sorry.
I had to revise my top 10
Man,
list because
sorry,
Detroit's in there
everybody.
somewhere and bumps something, but I don't know what it's bumping.
It's like skirts mine, really,
Yeah.
because it just did feel a little lengthy, and I hate that kid. I think he's a terrible actor. You know who I'm talking about?
No.
Will Port.
Oh, he's the. Oh, don't like him.
Shoot, what's his name?
Oh, the fellow
Poulter,
that played
Will
one of the
Poulter.
cops,
the main
right?
police
Main
guy.
guy.
Yeah,
Planet of the Apes or Star Wars? Planet of the Apes.
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Pirates or Ghosts?
Ghosts.
I guess Ghosts.
Ghosts.
Yeah, Ghost.
Yes.
Now see if he'd said Pirates and Ninjas.
Okay.
That's a tough one.
Denis Villeneuve or David Fincher? I say Fincher.
I'm gonna have to go Villeneuve.
Me
I love
too.
Fincher, but Villeneuve's visuals
Oh
are
no, I don't like Fincher very much.
Billy Wilder or Alfred Hitchcock?
Hitchcock.
Billy
Hitchcock.
Wilder.
The guy who did Double Indemnity and some.
Oh right, Hitchcock. Yeah.
Hitchcock.
Early Adam Sandler or dramatic Steve Carell?
Dramatic Steve Carell.
Yeah, I would say so too.
Yeah.
Harmony Korine or Nicholas Winding Refn?
Oh, I don't really much care for either of them, to be honest.
I guess Nicholas Winding Refn.
I'm gonna have to go Nicholas Winding because at least he's got Drive under his.
Drive is so good.
Yeah, Drive is spectacular.
Darn.
Harmony Korine has done
I mean,
nothing. I haven't seen Spring
it's
Breakers.
good.
I haven't seen Spring Break, but I mean, Kids was appalling. Gummo was appalling.
Well, I'd say it's gross to watch, but
Yeah.
it's really.
I mean, but that's the thing is it's gross to watch, but then you watch Florida Project, which deals with kind of similar subject matter,
Right.
and it's eminently more.
Impactful.
Yes.
He did a Rihanna music video, so that might really tip the scales here.
Harmony Korine did.
Yeah. I'm just kidding, Braden.
Actually, I guess we have another Wes Anderson one on here. Hayao Miyazaki or Wes Anderson?
You could be a really good voice for. You sound kind of like Jason Schwartzman.
Okay.
You could be in a Wes Anderson. He could, right? A voice.
Sure.
I
What was the
say
question?
Hayao Miyazaki or Wes Anderson.
Miyazaki every day.
I'd say Miyazaki.
All day.
I'm gonna
every
have to
day.
go with Miyazaki.
Yeah.
I love Wes Anderson, but Miyazaki's films are just so much fun.
Visionary.
And then finally, milkshakes or ice cream?
Milkshakes.
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 But I eat my milkshakes with a spoon, so
Those are the best kinds of milkshakes.
yeah.
All right. Well, that was our question.
Thanks.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah.
More of those.
Yeah. Just
We're not above begging. More
Thanks,
of that.
Avery.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Avery.
So I guess we can just move on. Picks of the week. Actually, I can't even remember what I've been watching. Oh, I last night I rewatched Batman Begins. Had been a really long time since I'd seen it all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I had forgotten how great it is. It's really well done. Everything with the Scarecrow is fantastic. Like we were talking about before the show. Really well directed. Still, I mean, probably my least favorite of the three, but I love all three. So
Yeah. I love Scarecrow.
Mm-hmm.
As a character, as a villain, Scarecrow is fascinating, utterly fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, they've got so many good villains in the Batman universe, and somehow they just keep going back to Joker because I guess
He's
psychopath, sociopath. But there's so many. I mean, Dr. Hugo Strange, Scarecrow, Clayface. I mean, there's so many good villains.
Clayface?
Yeah, Clayface.
Clayface is a good one.
Is it like a teenage girl who's getting ready to go out?
No.
Yes.
Clayface is totally different. But, Ra's al Ghul. There's another one who Ra's al Ghul and Scarecrow do show up in that first Batman, but they don't have quite the status that
Yeah.
Joker does. But I think they're eminently more fascinating. In part because I think you know a little more about them. I think that's why the Joker. So many people like the Joker so much is because nobody knows anything about the Joker. Nobody knows what his backstory
I thought
is.
Oh, we've been over this. I've been lied to about the thinking he did this when his wife left. That he cut
No.
his face open.
Well, if you watch the film, every time he discusses the scars,
different?
it's different.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, yeah, but that's mine. So, Chloe, anything?
I forgot about this segment of the show. Godless is good. Have I done that one?
No, I do want to watch that.
I want to watch that as well. I've heard a lot of good things about it. So that's on
Yeah,
my
it's
need to
on
watch
Netflix.
list. And I also need to watch Westworld at some point.
You have.
That's
Well, see, that feeds into the whole Avery's question about sci-fi or it's difficult to say
Just
because there are
mix
a
them
lot
up.
a lot of really good sci-fi shows on TV. Like I
Yeah.
really like The Expanse.
Let's not fight.
I haven't seen that yet. Yeah.
It's-
Come together. You can see I'm I'm burning out again.
Yeah.
Right, you want to go before Chloe drops off?
Yeah, sure. What I just recently got into the past couple of days was The People versus O.J. Simpson.
Oh, I hate
The
that
FX.
crap.
I really want to watch it.
Why did you hate it?
I just hate that crap.
Why?
I don't like the
Dramatizations?
dramatizations like that. They're kind of exploitative and exploitative.
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 Exploitative. I don't know.
Just really not.
That's understandable,
just
but-
not a fan of any of that.
But
Like Kris
I
Jenner's
do
in
want to.
it.
It's on Netflix too.
We don't
right?
need Selma Blair playing Kris Jenner. Shut up. Sit down. That kind of stuff. I just don't like it.
Well, Braden just kind of threw up his hand like what?
I mean, Selma Blair's in it for only the briefest of moments.
That's my point, though. Continue. I don't know what to tell
Can't
you.
help it, Braden. But
Uh,
I do want to see
what
that.
the hell was Selma Blair in recently that I was actually impressed by her performance? She was just in something recently that I really liked. And it's going to drive me nuts that I can't remember it now.
Think on it. Get us back next week.
Yeah.
But I'm really
Cliffhanger.
liking it because it's really difficult to watch because the depiction of race dynamics and what a complex problem it is, and just looking at O.J. Simpson and the charge of double homicide against him, and then Johnny Cochran on the defense team, and then you've got Christopher Darden on the prosecutorial team, and just it's so complex. And just looking at the racial politics, the racial dynamics of of everything that was wrapped up in the O.J. trial. And again, this was a huge thing for me. This was my senior year of high school that all of this happened.
Wow.
And I remember I was out with a friend of mine. I was in a band in high school, and I was out with the guitarist who was a good friend of mine, Jesse, and we were at a pizza place, and then they had the Bronco chase on TV.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I just remember how bizarre of a thing that was, and so it's interesting watching all of this, in part because of the connection to my personal history, and also because of how, I mean, it really tackles some difficult subjects, and I think it does it in a I don't want to say, I don't know necessarily tasteful way, but I think it does it in a because these are difficult. I mean, things like this, the matter of racial politics in the United States, it's not something that
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah,
but it does it in I think, a fair way.
Yeah,
I guess is one way of putting it.
Cool. Yeah, well, that's on Netflix.
It doesn't shy away from all angles of the whole thing, and
yeah,
really forces you to address this and think about it. So.
All right. Cool. All right. Well, I guess that about brings us to the end of the show. You know, a lot of stuff covered today.
So much ground.
Yeah, a lot of good discussions, and it was nice having Kyra here for the time that she was. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope you had a good New Year's. I didn't say that at the beginning. Hope you had a good one.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Not my New Year, so hope you guys had a good New
Yeah.
Year.
Yes.
When's your New Year? What are you on the Chinese New Year? Or?
Jewish calendar.
Come
What
on,
a
Braden.
joke.
No.
Rosh Hashanah?
Oh,
Nothing?
No,
Okay,
I'm not Jewish, so.
fair.
I got you.
Thank you, Henry.
But yeah, so next week, I guess Tanya's out now. This right now, but there's also
Molly's game.
and so we'll figure out what to do next week.
I do want to see I, Tanya, but I love me some Aaron Sorkin
Yeah.
and
It's
Idris Elba.
his directorial debut. It's so exciting.
His director.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He's never actually directed. I mean, he's
Very
written
excited.
mostly scripts, but yeah.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
Did he direct it all on TV?
I don't
Like
think
what?
so. Maybe a little bit of West
Maybe.
West Wing. Yeah.
but so we'll figure that out. Stay up, just updated on the a little burp there.
Gross. You don't need to say
And
it.
if you have your
Thanks for
top
sharing.
list that you want to let us know about, feel free. We'd love to hear you. Thank you for the questions and everything, and thanks y'all for being here. Hope you get home safe.
Always happy to be here.
Hope you get home safe.
It's
Well,
ice.
the roads
Ice on the
are pretty
roads.
gnarly. The
You know?
the back roads are still pretty gnarly.
Yeah, just saying. Jeez.
You know what's nice? It's
She
just
was.
funny.
Well, it's better than I'm saying. I hope you have a wreck and die in a ditch bleeding out.
Hope you have a ride home. But yeah. Ta-ta for now.
To talk for now.
TTFN.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Bye-bye.
Can't control my brain, oh no. Hours to go. I wanna be sedated, nothing to do, nowhere to go. I wanna be sedated, just put me in a wheelchair, get me to the show. Hurry, 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 before I go loco. I can't control my fingers, I can't control